Hello and welcome, folks, to the ESEA NA Advanced Playoffs, casted by myself and my co-caster here, kwes.
What's going on, folks?
Hello, welcome. Hope you guys are having a good evening. We have a exciting match for you guys tonight. This is the Advanced Playoffs upper bracket winners finals. So whoever wins this match will go to the grand final match and get a bye, I believe, to the Premier if they win this winners finals. The loser will be sent down to the losers bracket to battle out whoever wins the losers finals, and then they will also move to the grand finals to battle out whoever wins today's match. So a lot of stakes going on here. We're having some troubles getting into the match, but I believe it's actually live now. We missed the first. we missed the first thing. It's fine. Well, let's get right into the game. Folks. I believe we missed. Have we missed the first round? Have we missed the first round? No, we haven't. I lied to you all. This is warm up still. Hello.
Premature casting. No problems with that.
That's okay. With everything decided to break the moment before we had to hit go, so that's okay. It's fine. We're fixed now. But yes, exciting match tonight. Triton versus X13. These two teams have faced each other once before in the regular season. The map was taken by X13 back then. In fairly decisive fashion. It was 11-16. Definitely not a clean sweep, but X13 did securely win that game. I believe it was on Inferno. Today we're going to be going to Dust 2 and Overpass. At the very least, we may see a Vertigo game. So should be real interesting. Do you have anything to say about this matchup today, kwes? What do you think? Who do you think's taking it home?
Well, you got to go for home team. Got to go for X13.
Got to go for X13. I agree.
But out of all the teams that might give them some trouble, this could be a tough game. Yeah,
we Triton is definitely a worthy opponent. I believe they went 13-3 in the regular season. Well, X13 went 14-2. So similar score lines, but actually, technically, you could even chalk it up. X13 did get a free win, so they've technically probably played and won the same. Yeah, more or less even. Yeah. So should be a real good game of Counter-Strike. I am predicting that we're probably going to see a map 3. So strap in, folks. It's gonna be a wild ride. Most likely, who knows? Maybe one team will clean sweep. We don't know yet. The game has not started. There's still so much to be seen.
I'd wager that too. And if not 3 maps, definitely 2 maps in quadruple overtime.
Yes.
You know what's going to happen. But
yeah. Definitely. Well, we don't have a Nuke here. Nuke is not in the lineup, so maybe not. Maybe we won't see quite as many overtimes from.
I don't know. We might get to map 3 and go like quintuple overtime on Vertigo.
I wouldn't be surprised. That's quite classic X13, you could say, to draw out the overtimes. Hopefully, we won't have too many overtimes, but it keeps it exciting. Both teams are undefeated in postseason. I'm getting a word from inside my inner earphones that I wear on for this very high quality production team that yes, both teams have been undefeated in this playoff bracket. Actually, let's go ahead and take a look at the playoff bracket. Because we do have it here. We have the ability to look at it. So Triton, to get into this winners final, had to beat out Upswing, and they did it quite solidly. 2 maps, 5-16, both maps. They took them to Nuke and Dust 2. So that's fairly a big deal. Upswing is quite a good team. So that's quite a victory that they won there.
And I mean, it's not guaranteed that X13 may or may not see them again, considering that this is double elimination. So that is definitely something to look out for in the future.
For sure. Yeah, Triton, whoever loses here, there is quite a good chance that they might meet once again in the grand finals after the other makes their way through the losers bracket. It's going to come down to Team Villainous versus Team Verum in this losers bracket round 5. So that will be whoever the winner of that match will be facing off whoever loses this match. So not too complicated. Double elimination. If you understand how that works, then you should be able to follow along with how things are working out. Team still in the warm-up here. I believe we're still waiting on a single player. Let's scope out who it is and shame them publicly. It looks like all members of X13 are here. So yes, we are waiting on a single Triton member. We should probably get a shame ding. Like classic. It's a reference, right, to a movie, show, TV show that no one watches anymore. What's that? Game of Thrones.
You're making Game of Thrones reference, but you have never watched Game of Thrones. So
I have watched Game of Thrones. I have watched Game of Thrones.
I thought you didn't watch all of Game of Thrones.
I didn't watch all of Game of Thrones. I didn't watch the last season.
Oh, then you didn't miss anything.
I know. That's exactly. That's why I tell people that, and they go, "Oh, never mind. Yeah, you have watched it. It's fine." Yes. So, map 1 is the X13 pick, and map 2 is the Triton pick. That is also good to know. So, X13 picking Dust 2, not surprising. Overpass though, maybe a strong pick for Triton. I haven't done too much research into what maps Triton are strong on. I'm sure we could have our production team take a look into that, but I'm assuming they must be strong on it if it is their pick. We have also seen X13 on
Pop Off.
Yeah, we've seen them do pretty hot on Overpass, so that should definitely be a good game. So we will be getting to it for sure. Since this is a best of 3, we will play 2 maps no matter what. So I'm excited to see what happens on Overpass. It's one of my favorite maps, honestly. If I'm honestly being honest, it's a real good one.
Honesty is the best policy.
It's true. It is very true. Now I want to look up to see which exact member of Triton is missing, so we can publicly shame them even more. We can get specific with our public shaming. Who is it? I'm gonna yell their name out. Okay, Cyrix is here. Good. Frankie is here. Okay. That person's not even on the Triton lineup. Okay, I don't know who it is. It's someone. Florence? Might be Florence. Shame. Triton has not played Overpass in this season, regular or post. Interesting. So they haven't shown, maybe it's like a weird pocket pick that they got going on that they're pulling out just for this special occasion. That'd be surprising.
Trap card.
To say the least. Yeah, pulling a little trap card out. That I would be quite interested. I'm very interested to see how that goes. The fact that they haven't played it a single time. Just too easy. Oh, is that who it is? God fucking damn it, that guy. Always late,
Honestly, though, if I was on a pro team, having not a lot of, I guess, experience, if I were to pull a surprise map, doing so in the playoffs would definitely be something I would keep in mind. Especially
against a team like X13, right? Who you have not beaten yet. Triton has not faced and beaten X13 as of yet. So yeah, it's probably not an awful idea to try something different, change it up a little bit, maybe try and throw them off their game. But once again, we have seen X13 play very well on Overpass. So yeah, I'm not sure how it's going to go. We'll have to just wait and see. Dust 2 though. That is the map that we'll be playing first, and X13 known to be quite solid on this map, picking up some very big wins against some big names on this map. If you remember back in the DreamHack qualifiers, they almost made in by defeating who was it? Chococheck, I believe, on Dust 2. So that was, they're solid on this map. They know how to play it. They like it. It's definitely a comfort pick for X13.
I mean, what's to go wrong, really?
Yeah.
Bread and butter.
It's bread and butter. It should be a nice, solid, calculated, clean win for X13, unless Triton pulls out some showstoppers. We are already almost 30 minutes late past starting time. We only have so much content to stall. This is where we stop talking about Counter-Strike and we start talking about other things that don't matter as much.
Like smooth
jazz. For some reason, though, the match is live.
Knife round?
Although Triton is missing a member?
Oh, this is
I'm not sure what's happening. I think the
Ooh.
match is starting without one of Triton's members.
I was literally thinking that. Like, in the back of
Yeah.
my head, I was like, man, what would they do if one of the players just didn't show up for a game?
So
Was running late.
yeah, it looks like Triton went for a pause actually. So maybe you're gonna burn out all of their pauses to try and give some time.
Some might say they're a little bit too liberal with their pauses, using one right off the bat.
Yeah. No, well, it's you said you wanted to see more pauses, Kwes.
I did want to see more pauses. This isn't quite what I thought.
This is exactly what you're thinking. This is what they want. So I don't know. I'm not sure if they're actually allowed to use consecutive pauses. I'm sure we'll find out. I actually don't see a pause timer, so maybe teams have agreed to allow that other player a little bit more time to make it into the match.
We're gonna be up late, folks.
But yeah, this is we're gonna be here pretty late. Strap in. If you got a Prime sub, drop it for the man. Drop it for JT. He doesn't pay us, but maybe he will if everyone gives all your money.
Wait, we're not getting paid for this?
No, we're not getting paid for this. I'm sorry.
Does that make me a slave?
The match is paused here. Triton. I don't know what to say.
Tommy, it's a joke. It's okay. You can laugh. It's okay.
Teams have 2 5-minute tactical pauses. Wait. They have two. So we might be here for about 10 minutes chatting about. So what were we chatting about a second ago?
Smooth jazz.
Smooth jazz. We were talking about this before we got onto the cast when we were listening to smooth jazz during that countdown timer. It's almost too smooth, I was saying. It's almost too easy to listen to. It just fades so easily into the background, and
There's actually a funny thing about smooth jazz. Back in the day, it used to be like the de facto type of music.
Yeah.
There had been this weird type of sampling, not sampling, but like music companies were studying people's listening habits, and because the way that they were using technology, it didn't actually pick up some of the smooth jazz sounds because it was too smooth. It was too light and easy on the ears, and as a result of that, they started making
higher
some
fidelity
other
stuff. Yeah, interesting.
So, stupid technology killed smooth jazz.
There you go. Fuck technology, right?
Imagine how far society would be if we just listened to all smooth jazz.
It would be a utopia, one might say.
Yo, forget about Justin Bieber. We want more smooth jazz.
Yeah. I don't know why there's not like new hot trending smooth jazz artists.
Well, I mean there is. You're
Like
not
why?
Noah
But why aren't they in the
Thomas.
mainstream? Like why don't we see them on MTV? I want to see like a new smooth jazzer on MTV.
Well, I mean that's just lo-fi hip hop, Thomas.
Shit.
I got you.
You're right. That's true, actually. So, all right, my
You know
wish
the
has
girl.
been granted.
You know the
then.
girl doing homework with the cat.
Yeah, I know the girl doing home with the cat. Yeah, she like has the headphones on. She's like bopping her head and shit.
Yep.
That's good stuff.
Honestly, I think that chilled cow, smooth, lo-fi hip hops to relax and study to has probably saved more lives and helped so much more people than most would tend to acknowledge.
You know what? You're probably not wrong. We're waiting for their fifth. Yeah, we can see that, JT. We're trying to stall here. Can you yell at them, please, for us? Can you say, hey, my casters are mad at you, and they've publicly shamed you. JT, you're hot. We totally agree with that sentiment. JT is very attractive. That's why we have JT as a cutie. Always on the screen. Just gonna switch. Look at all these knives. Look at these knives. Let's do a little knife check. Ferrule with the. What's that one? I don't know what that one is. That's a new one. It's the one where you put your finger through the hole. It's an interesting one. Atomic with the USPS knife. That's a good one. JT, this is a new one. Is this a Doppler karambit? It looks like. JT, hit the inspect button real quick, would you? I want to see the knife. He's probably not listening, but another Doppler here. Bayonet. I'm waiting for him. I'm waiting for him to hit the inspect. We have a. Oh, that one's a cool one. What is that one? That's a new one too. Is that like the para? It's got like paracord wrapped around it. That's kind of cool. That's a slaughter. That's a cool knife. Another Doppler. Wait, is that the Doppler? I don't remember. I don't remember the knives. I know this one, butterfly fade. Yeah, some of these guys, they got some expensive skins. I know that one's really expensive. So, same with that one. That one's also expensive. That one's really expensive.
People pay money for skin?
Oh, Kwesi, you don't even know. Do you want to know how much? Someone search up. Someone price check some of these. Blow Kwesi's mind right now. Someone give me some. He's here, and he has a cool knife too.
Are you ready to roll?
Let's fucking get it. All right. We should be hopping, hopefully, very soon back into this, or not back into this map, but into this map. This is the ESEA North America Advanced Playoffs. X13 versus Triton in a best-of-3 series in this winter finals playoffs bracket. Please start the game. What is happening? Please, guys. We waited for so long. Just hit go. Please. Why are we still waiting? Did anyone price check the knives? Do I have to do it myself?
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
I think you could technically. Yeah.
What? 1K?
Yeah.
What? No.
Yeah,
no.
real money too. Oh, wait, are we getting in? We're getting in the map. We'll do some knife pricing after. We'll do some knife pricing during the break for you, Kwesi. But we are hopping into this first map, Dust 2. And it looks like Triton is making a play towards the B-side tunnels of the map. Playing aggressive into mid, forcing this out. Catwalk held by Darty and JT. Multiple members of Triton waiting in these tunnels. Slow start to this pistol round. Triton not doing anything too hasty. And X13 completely giving up long. So Subarashi may be able to get some information here. And if he's able to push up and just do easy, finds a real good pick onto Atomic.
Second death.
JT and Darty, though, holding down this catwalk position. But Subarashi, keep an eye on him. He's making his way up behind. X13 is pouncing on the middle.
And that's pretty much the round.
And there we go. And Subarashi is able to get into the site, but unfortunately, without the rest of his team alive, I'm not sure how much he's going to be able to get done. Darty
Not much.
will find his head, and the first round will go to X13.
First round, definitely important when you're on the CT side. Got to get that economy up. But
For sure.
It's how they use it that will be a defining factor going forward.
Definitely. And being that the T's do have a little easier time buying, we do see a scout coming out. This is and they smoke it smartly. Triton making a quick beat push. Deagles in hand, some armor as well, hoping to see if they can flip some of the, turn some of the tables here. All right, Triton slowing it down, getting some utility ready to maybe break down this middle. Atomic is going to be holding it. Subarashi again.
Smoke.
Trying to push up this long, and Triton has breached the catwalk. JT swinging wide back on his site to try and get a better position. Lining up some flashbangs here. Subarashi waiting in that smoke, this clearing. Atomic will hear them push, so will JT. JT will drop, though. Cyrix getting a nice scout shot. And they push right onto site. Triton having almost full control here. Atomic.
Not looking good.
Kind of in a pressing situation. He will die from above.
Pinned down pretty much.
Darty, though, will find Subarashi, who was the lurk position. So 3-on-4 for a retake. This is going to be a tough one. Not very much utility. One Molotov is about all they have. But Darty picking up one, but Cyrex and Gank will trade them both back out, and Triton will find this second round.
That was interesting.
Yeah, yeah. It's the economy. Even though X13 wins the first round, they have to force a buy up. But Triton, man, the Deagles and armor can just be so strong.
Powerful, yeah.
And now X13 is on a similar kind of buy, where they have the Scout and Deagles as well. So almost a reverse of roles here.
How the turntables.
How the turntables. Freshie trying to peek out. Cyrix spamming it down. The rest of Triton looking at B. A trade will happen down long, 1 for 1. Farrell will tag 1 as they push onto the site, signaling to his team. The rest of X13 will try and rotate through, but Triton is already all over the site.
This is not looking good.
Not looking great for X13. This is going to be a real difficult one to try and retake. They might even just opt to save this armor.
Very decisive pushes by Triton.
Yeah. The last 2 rounds have looked very, very solid for them. Picking a site, committing to it, getting the execute, getting the bomb down, and winning the rounds overall. And X13 will decide to go for the save here, save some of this precious money, the armor, Deagles, to hopefully give them a better economic position.
And an investment for the future.
An investment for the future. Sounds like an ad for a bank or something. For your future. Banking.com, you know?
No, I don't know. What's a bank account?
Okay. Let's see what X13 decides to do with their money here. And it looks like, yeah, not really investing too much at all. Using the saved weapons that they saved from last round to have another kind of off buy here. And X13 committing 3 members towards this B side, actually.
I mean, it doesn't seem like a bad idea right off the bat.
Yeah, especially because Triton is initially set up over here to make some kind of B play. They are just going to start walking out onto site.
Who's got the bigger balls here? That's the question.
Molotov's going to come down, some utility. Maybe on Darty to try and open this up, but Frankie finds 3. Absolute monster play. Can't quite get the 4th. Farrell will be left in the back cubby with a Deagle, but cannot get too much done. Subarashi will take down JT as he tries to rotate, and that's a 3rd round for Triton.
Not a great start. But it's pretty early.
Definitely early on in this match, but Triton with the very obvious momentum currently.
But this is the first solid buy that we're seeing coming from X13, so maybe the tides will change.
Pointedly, though, there is no op for X13. Dust2, known for being a very op-heavy map. Some CCs even deciding to run 2 of them, and Triton is pushed all the way up onto site, forcing out a Molotov, actually. Some reactive play there from X13, maybe thinking they were pushing harder than they actually are. Darty, though, he's up ahead, finds 2. Not checking their corners, tries to drop for the op. Maybe not the best play there as he loses his weapon and gets caught out for it. But gank up on the site. Atomic will catch him out, though. JT finds Frankie as well, and all that is left is little old Just Too Easy, who's getting spammed at through the doors. But Farrell will get his head taken off, and Just Too Easy has turned this into a 2-on-1. However, the bomb is down by JT. It'll be a tall order to ask him to go back and get it. I believe Atomic heard him passing in the underpass. Oh! JT with the op. Nice, easy little kill there. Will secure X13's 2nd round in this game. Very important there, I think, that now they have an op. So this makes it a lot more difficult for the T's to maybe be as aggressive as they want to be. They're going to have to be a little more patient, take a little more time to clear out the potential locations where this op could be and cause problems. Already getting shot up through the smoke a little bit. Swings wide, finds one, finds 2. Can't quite get the 3rd. Oh, but they line up for JT. And it's all on Cyrix with the op. Lots of damage done by X13, really shutting down that push, and he is alone in the pit.
It's not a good look. is it even worthwhile for X13 to try to push and try to get a full route?
I think the way they got set up, Freshie watching this B side, I think it should be fine. And yeah, Atomic will take out Cyrix. Not much for him to be done there. And let's see. I'm curious. They don't go for the second op, so X13 will be sitting on with his single op setup, and Triton forced to a save here.
But the score's even.
Score is even, but probably not for long. This save round, yeah, unless Triton can do something absolutely insane here, which always can happen. You know, never count anyone out completely. Atomic holding down middle with the top. Triton spreading out. Oh, Cyrix though.
This is what I'm saying.
And the Deagles, they have the ability to just swing a round on its head. You know, you find one single dink, and that can change the entire fate of the round. Just too easy pushing though. Through this smoke maybe. Oh, but JT cleans up two members of Triton trying to push out long. The bomb is also down. Oh,
my God.
Cyrix with this Deagle though. Showing us that maybe dreams do happen.
Playing too loose. Just a little bit.
There you go. JT, though, shuts down Cyrix. Doesn't allow any more shenanigans from him.
That third death from X13, I don't know. It's those little things.
They should still be they're still in a decent position here, though. They got a not great amount of bank, but if they start winning these rounds, then they should be able to build up a little bit more. Triton, though, with a full AK-47 buy. Atomic holding down the catwalk with this op this time. Changing up position almost every round.
Very important.
Yeah, keeping it fresh, not letting Triton kind of get any read on him to have any idea where he might be. Will it pay off? I think he hears them. He falls back. Oh, but somehow he still gets the trade. 1 for 1. Might be good enough. The smoke dissuades Triton from pushing any further. And we will go back into the standoff. Both teams pretty much equalized at this point.
Honestly, every minute that goes by, X13 gets closer and closer to win the round.
Yeah, it's true. The next commit from Triton, X13 will most likely know that it's going to have to be their final commit. So
this isn't looking good. It looks like
JT in an exposed position here. Here's the smoke come out, turns, gets caught though. X13, yeah, not expecting maybe that it's going to be an 8th take though. Freshie though, trading back a very important kill, keeping it into that 3-on-3.
That's a good molly.
It's a very good Molotov. Allows Triton to get that bomb plant.
And there's nothing they can do about it.
Farrell waiting on the other side of the smoke. Freshie picking up one. Trades out. Oh, Farrell sees him behind the car, though. And Darty can't quite close it out. Subarashi will find that last kill, and Triton will tie up the match again, 4-4.
This is close.
Yeah, I feel like this is how the rest of the night's gonna be. It's gonna be some real exciting Counter-Strike, I think.
I'm comfortable with this.
Real back and forth. I'm excited. Look at this, and we got this weird ass buy coming out from X13 too. Only a Deagle on Darty. They wanna keep in this. They want to keep in the lead.
Much, though.
He doesn't. He just needs a head.
Could probably get busy with a knife.
Probably could. He probably could. Well, we've seen some members of X13 play around with the Zeus a little bit too, which is basically just a better knife. Nice little Molotov on the roof there. I'm not sure if that hit where it was intended to.
It's a diversion tactic, Tom.
Sorry.
It's an advanced strat. You wouldn't know.
It's obviously not. Freshie will drop. Atomic. They don't see him yet. He'll pop out. He'll get traded out real quick, though. Darty behind his box. doesn't find the head he needs to, and Triton will secure that round. X13 with a little bit of a rough buy there did not make it easy for themselves to win that round. So
going into a full save.
Triton out, pulling out in the lead, and X13 will be on a full save. So maybe kicking themselves for deciding to force up on that one, but you know, you win some, you lose some.
Well, I mean, you'd hope to win some and lose some.
We hope to win all of them. You know, that would be the ideal
Well, you
situation.
could lose all of them. That would be the worst case scenario.
You could also lose all of them. All right, X13 on their save here. Triton almost full committing on this B side, and I think X13 might. Do they know? They're no. It looks like they might think they're long. Their intuition, unfortunately, is off. Farrell though somehow takes out just too easy by tapping his head. A little bit of chip damage here too. This is kind of a crazy save so far. Coming out one pick already. The bomb will go down, but JT not. Unfortunately, X13 didn't get a chance to clear out long, so maybe still a little paranoid that there might still be some other members of Triton there. Not being able to commit all of their members onto this B site maybe might be the downfall here. JT deciding, all right, you know what? They're probably not there. They would have pushed by now. Not a lot of time here for X13 at all. I think it looks like they're just trying to contain them in on the site. I don't even believe that. Oh, okay, never mind. Firing squad comes down. Valiant effort.
Was tough to watch.
Valiant effort. It is a save round. Not much more they could have done. They still got one kill. Not the best save round they could have hoped for, but
they got that early pick, which was nice.
Yeah, that was nice.
Talking
Yeah.
about like the positioning. I don't know if it could have been better.
I think with that initial pick, I think if some professional Counter-Strike there, Frankie getting caught on his teammate. I think if they're a little more aggressive onto that pick, and they said, we got a pick, let's go. Maybe the round would have changed a little differently, but it's so hard. It's so hard to know without information like that, right? To make those calls. We fortunately, as observers, have the ability to see through walls and look at the mini map and see where all the players are at all times, but the players in the map do not have that luxury.
They don't have a radar?
They do have a radar, but it only shows the enemies when they are seen by a teammate or shoot, I believe.
That was a joke. I know they have a radar.
Oh, okay. Well, kwes, you don't know about this game. So, you never played Counter-Strike. Freshie. Starting it off there. Oh, gets caught with a smoke in his hand, though. Maybe a little too overzealous to try and hold down that positional advantage he gained for himself. And once again, back to even. A lot of these rounds go like this. You know, one team will get a pick and the other team will trade it right back. And just we're left with these very tense, even situations. Subarashi catching out Darty as he pushes, and JT gonna hold it down, find two, but will it be enough? He evens it up, 2-on-2.
They gotta go for it. Honestly, it doesn't matter.
The bomb is going down.
Oh no.
Both of them pushing up catwalk together. Gank swings wide. You see the Atomic Shadow. Yeah, both of them get taken out. It's a tough push. Not much utility there for him either, so makes it real difficult to retake that site. Can't quite clutch it out, and Triton pulls into a pretty solid lead here, 7-4, and a pause comes out. I'm assuming from X13, maybe to reevaluate strategies a little bit, and we got a double op setup. Whoops. We got a double op setup also coming out from Triton. So that will be something to look out for in the next few rounds. See what they do with both of those ops.
I'm happy X13 is taking a pause. I feel like they rushed a little bit too soon.
Yeah, a little bit of mental reset. Very
hey,
useful.
If you got the pauses, take them.
Hey,
use them.
Use the pauses.
Leave no pause unused.
Leave no stone unturned. Leave no pause unused. All right, here we go. Round 12. The firing squad comes down, but does not catch anyone. 4 members of X13 pushing towards B. Unfortunately, might be the wrong call again. Maybe they can find just too easy and pick themselves up an AK, though. That might be useful. They spot him out, and they spam through, and hey, it works out for him. The firing squad tactic was very useful. However, Triton now knows that multiple... Oh, my God, JT!
But it doesn't matter. They're going.
He'll die through the car, but X13 has somehow given themselves a chance in this round.
Go for it. Just start shooting through the smoke. Come on.
Oh, no, but Frankie, he's got that the op's putting in work now. Oh, Darty with the boost just as he gets the plant. Genius from X13. Cyrix finds ahead, and it's a 2-on-2. Freshie, though, only with the USPS, will drop, and it's Darty. Can he pull it off? He can't quite do it.
Off of a save, though.
That very good save round, definitely. Definitely a good save round.
Pause.
Giving them some money, and giving them a very good, solid chance into this round here. Hopefully they can do something with it. I think it's going to all come down to the ops. Oh, that was close. Almost got one of those lucky tags. Lots of members of Triton running at that B side. Subarashi spamming through. JT returning fire. And we're in a little bit of the early round holding pattern. Both teams kind of poking and prodding, throwing some smokes, spamming through them. And Atomic is waiting up on this catwalk. Different angle than before. Gets flashed out, though, forced to fall off. And Triton not even wanting to really commit. Falling back. But in the meantime, though, X13 being real aggressive here. Down in the tunnels. They try and get out, though, and they lose one on the way out. Farrell maybe re-aggressing. Atomic, ooh, they find him through the smoke. Atomic catches out Gank, though, on the other side of the map, making it a 3v3, but the B site is wide open. Atomic somehow finding Subarashi's head.
Bomb's down.
Bomb is down, so there is now a timer on the CTs. They have to mount some kind of retake here with 1 smoke and 1 flash to their name. JT going in with that pop. Atomic peeks out wide. Can't quite find it. But they get it done. JT and Darty both picking a member and shooting them down.
Dynamic duo.
X13 will pick up their 5th win. Very clean. Good stuff. Good stuff. That's what we like to see. The pause into the very solid eco into the round win. You know, that's some real good mental reset. And I think here's the double up setup from X13. So getting a little bit of that economy going as well. Able to maybe make these rounds a little easier on themselves. Freshie being real aggressive. Atomic, though, gets picked out. Gets picked out on long. Oh, and Freshie drops as well. Cyrix is a monster with this op so far on this round. Taking down both of the X13 oppers. Oh, no. Farrell gets caught out by just too easy. And this round has fallen apart almost entirely. X13.
Wow.
Just like that, Triton finds just the individual aim duels and wins all of them.
Is that a fumble?
We might have to call that one a Frosty fumble.
I don't want to call it, but that was just unlucky. That was unlucky.
Yeah, not a single. They hit a couple maybe tags, but no kills, no one aim battles. That's just you just gotta swallow that one. You know, not much you can say about that. Another pause coming out. Maybe will help again. Having those little mental refreshers, mental resets. Let yourself shake out, stand up for a second, maybe.
Hey, if Triton can pull it off, so can you.
Hey, exactly, right? Got to tack yourself up a little bit. Cyrix getting close every time. Making me nervous on that cross shot. 3 members of X13 doing this catwalk shenanigans again. Oh, interesting. Look at this, though. Ganking just too easy. Trying to make a little stack here.
Gank only alive by the hair.
Skin of his teeth. 15 HP. Only alive by the hair. I like that. I like that a lot better, actually. All right. Triton. They're saying maybe long. Maybe want to go long. No one from X13 is even out long. Cyrex realizing he's holding the bomb. Maybe not a great idea to show where it is. Keep X13 guessing for as long as they can. They hear smokes come down. They see the cross. X13 now knows that it is going to be an A hit.
This is looking big.
Is he waiting on the other side of this smoke?
Yes.
Oh, real great kill.
Wow.
Atomic almost gets a spray transfer. He manages to get the kill, and X13 making this even. If they can just weigh this down, the bomb plant's coming down, and they do get it. Yeah, if they could stop that bomb plant, that would have been huge, but this makes it a lot more difficult now.
JT can't really do much because he could get sneezed on and die right now.
Yeah,
so.
he's real pinned down. Fortunately, Triton does not have any additional utility. And JT swinging wide. Oh my god, what a shot. Can Darty get it done?
Yo,
the last member, such little
on.
HP.
Yeah!
And he does it!
Yes!
Oh, Darty!
Yes!
Woo! Damn, okay. Darty coming in clutch with the deagle there at the end. What a beautiful,
That's
beautiful
a pog moment.
round.
That's a pog moment,
That's
folks.
a pog moment. Let's get it.
This pog moment has been brought to you by Kev.
Thank you, Kev, for the pog moment. Wow, what a round. To finish off the half, too.
And to get the lead, and guess what, Tommy?
That's not the lead. They didn't get the lead.
Oh,
Sorry.
oh 'cause
Sorry.
it flip-flopped.
Let me swap. There you go. Not the lead, but they did make it the scoreline 6-9, which, you know what? That's a nice. First of all, it's a nice. Second of all, you know, not a bad scoreline. Not a bad scoreline. Yeah. Triton looking quite strong in that first half. If
They're coming in hot.
Yeah, they are really solid executes onto the sites, and also just winning a lot of aim duels. Looking, you know,
It just might be that type of day, you know.
just that type of day. Triton's on their game. They're feeling it. They're feeling it. They're feeling themselves. But X13 definitely not like slouching by any means. Not playing the best that we've always seen, because, you know, usually we see them crushing. GT, though, with an 108.47 ADR. Yeah, so once again, X13 definitely not slouching. Still showing up for sure. Triton just getting the kills that matter more, potentially. Hard to analyze mid-match exactly what's going on, but, you know, it could be any one of those things. And we're going to head into this second half. Triton now on the CT side, X13 playing this T. And let's see what happens. Farrell going to get caught out here, not expecting to push. Oh my god!
It doesn't even matter.
It doesn't even
He's
matter
ready
that
when
they
he's
push.
not ready.
And X13 is going to give them a huge opening here onto this A site. Cyrus gets flashed out. All members cross over onto the site. They're going to get the bomb plant down, and this is going to be a post-plant. 2 members of Triton are already gone. Farrell cutting them both down in return for his life. But this is going to be a tall order for Triton to try and retake this site on the pistol round. Gank and Subarashi pushing up catwalk. Cyrex down below. Spamming out, looking for some heads. Cyrex will start off with 1 on Atomic. They get flashed out. Freshie almost fumbles that, but they
That's a
will
sheesh. That's a
clean
sheesh.
it up. There we go. For some reason, the sheesh didn't show up, but we made the noise, I think. So you guys got the noise, but no. You know what? It makes up for the last time when there was the no visual, but there was the noise. You know, we're equalizing. Okay,
Balance.
it's balance. That's what life is all about.
They came out ready to rumble.
They did. Yeah, X13 not playing in this second half. Winning both pistol rounds, actually, which, if I'm being honest, a little surprising for X13. We don't usually see them win both pistol rounds, let alone one. So, very good start for them in this second half. Let's see what they can do with it, though. All of their members down at long. Molotoving out card, playing it slow. While the rest of Triton kind of looks around, poking out. Cyrex deciding to maybe get a little aggressive here. Freshy's waiting, though. Gets tickled a little bit. Cyrex will decide, nah, no thanks, I don't want any of that. Just too easy, looking for the play. Smokes it down. JT runs through, but gets spammed out. This does cause a slight rotate from Triton, though. They look a little hesitant here, and this is going to give X13 just a moment to run towards this A site. There's going to be a real big scuffle here.
This is bad.
Who will come out on top?
I don't think they're...
Darty starts it out against one-on-one on Frankie. Farrell will drop. Freshy, though, getting in there real close. Cyrex waiting behind this box. I'm not sure he's been spotted out by X13. Subarashi with the deagle down below will find a beautiful headshot, and it's now a 1v1. Darty versus Subarashi. The bomb is not down.
Oh my god.
Darty making noise. Subarashi knows where he is.
Oh my god. I would come up from above. Oh, he's going for the plant?
Oh, he's
my
gonna
god.
stick it.
No!
Oh, he gets it down?
Oh!
How does he do
Oh
it?
my god! Oh my...
How does he do it?
How did he turn that quick?
Man.
He was everywhere at once.
How? Darty with what? I'm at a loss for words for that one. That was nuts. He gets the plant
And the kill.
and the kill. Does a full 360 and just dunk. Gets that nice little. What the fuck was that, Cyrex? Holy shit! Full flashed, running deagle headshot. Okay, all right. Atomic. Didn't check your corners. Frankie's coming up from behind. No one called it out. Not expecting the push, maybe. And oh, this isn't looking good. X13 off the back of that great round they just had.
Don't
But
count him out.
okay, Farrell. Okay, Freshy. Okay. All right. Show us what you got, boys. Both members stuck outside. Gank on 6. Gets tickled and he dies, but both of them looking the wrong way. Neither Farrell nor Freshy watching the doors. That was a little messy. I'm not sure not sure what happened there. Maybe yeah, but you know what? Use them pauses.
Let's be liberal.
Let's be liberal with them pauses, right? And, you know, X13, despite that last round that we just saw, I'm not sure what just happened there. Honestly, we should have Frosty fumbled that probably. That was a little oof.
It's never too late.
You know what? I like that. I respect that. It's never too late for a Frosty fumble.
Check your 6.
We love to see JT tackle that snowman. It's very fun. Fun fact that it is JT in that clip tackling the snowman. It's one of my favorites.
Should be a crime to tackle a snowman.
I agree.
What'd the snowman do?
What? Yeah. What?
Sitting there being peaceful.
Yeah. All right, here we go into the 4th round of this second half. X13 has been looking very strong so far, but last round has put them here on a save. Making lots of noise at long, spamming through a bunch of smokes that they've thrown down, but not really finding much at all. Hoping for something maybe, but finding nothing. Triton seems quite content to hold their angles. Gank maybe looking for some information. Pushing up through lower tons here. Not going to find much. The rest of X13 is all out on long, and Cyrex, will he hit his shots? X13 dry peeking. He gets scared and backs off. JT finds a dink onto Subarashi, and Atomic finds Cyrex. They have just blown the site open here on a save. Just too easy, spamming through the smoke, but somehow Farrell finds his head through the smoke. I don't know what the fuck that was. And Triton here might just be forced to save.
Honestly, what can you do at that point? Can't even save.
Wow. X13, barely any money that round. Barely a buy they had. And somehow they won the round.
Not somehow. They did it. Good fundamentals.
$0 in cash or call it a save. Okay, sorry, a light buy. They didn't have any money. They bought, but they didn't. All right, I'm messing up the terminology. They didn't have a good economy. They didn't have good guns. Bad gun. On a bad gun buy. That's the new name for it.
They has no money, so they bought little.
A force buy. Thank you. Yeah, that's one. That's the one. God. That's terminology. Come on.
They got a weak pew pew because they has no money.
Yes. Yes, weak pew pew due to lack of funds. Atomic trying to channel the force. Does not quite get it. Just too easy. Maybe looking to go aggressive there, but gets Molotov dead. Triton on a weird by Frankie with the op that he saves. The rest of them with some deagles. Maybe armor on Cyrix as well, but
Could be problematic.
yeah, X13 has the gun advantage. They have the money. They have the utility.
But can they use it?
Yeah, so this is their round to lose. They should win it. I think Frankie, though, might have something to say about this round with this op here. This is what it will come down to. Tags Freshie through the wall, but doesn't get the kill. Farrell, though, will drop to Cyrix, who catches him trying to lurk up long. And X13 kind of cornered in here. Frankie drops off. Smokes come down, and they will decide to go for the execute. They have to be careful. Frankie put up a huge resistance, but Darty stops any kind of shenanigans from going down. Takes him through the head. Atomic drops from Cyrix, though. Getting behind X13, making a huge impact, and the bomb is down. Cyrix coming up huge.
That's a fumble.
Cyrix!
They had that for a moment.
Cyrix! That was almost a full eco there from Triton. They had barely anything. A couple of deagles and an op.
This is what I was saying.
And man, wow.
Even with the good pew pew.
Yeah. Even with the good pew-pews. Third successful eco in a row. Yeah. This game is fucked. I can't imagine probably what both teams are feeling. Especially X13 though, because they are in the not in the lead. So Triton must be feeling a little bit better than X13, but damn, what a close match we have so far. 2 rounds difference between these two teams. Very back and forth.
Centuple overtime?
We might see it. And yeah, it's another not great utility for X13. Couple of smokes, couple of flashes. Triton here as well, though, not doing great on cash either. So, you know, either team loses this round, and they will be forced into a save. Cyrix, though, an absolute monster. He is just not stopping. Frankie will take one down as well. Atomic specifically, and X13 has made it to the site, but at what cost? And Frankie will take one more down with him. Can they even get the bomb? No, it's down for the CTs to guard. JT does his best. It's all on Darty now, but I'm not sure. Against 4 members, he will fall. And Triton,
that's tough.
3 rounds up now, and X13 will have to full save now.
I mean, once you get those quick first 2 kills, like,
yeah,
there's not much you can do.
Yeah, the push at that point just completely fizzles out.
So strong.
Yeah. Double op setup showing you what it can do, especially on this Dust 2 map. X13 doing a little bit of a Hail Mary eco, maybe towards long. They see a Molotov, though, and you say, yeah, okay, never mind. We're just going to wait until that fizzles out. Subarashi here to guard it, but gets traded out, and now the T's have a rifle in their hands. Can JT get anything done with it? Almost, but not quite. Triton getting closer and closer to securing this first map in the series.
Yeah, this is again, this is only the first map, but wow.
Yeah. This is
Great
quite
moments from both teams.
Yeah, definitely.
Unfortunately.
This is Dust 2 is X13's pickle. I believe Overpass is next, and that will be Triton's. Farrell can't quite make the trade down in tunnels. Very unfortunate for them. Losing a member early off the bat as well. Freshie trades back, though, on Subarashi, but Gank is here, holding it down. And will stop that push from X13. Some smokes. Some headshots. Some more headshots. And wow. Frankie and Cyrix. This double op setup is being a menace.
This stat line is looking awfully similar to their last game, but the exact opposite.
Yeah. Very, very, very similar. I'm not sure what X13 needs to do to crack open this double op. They don't have the economy for it. They're not able to keep up with Triton's pace here. And look at Triton's bank as well. 9K, almost 10K on Cyrix. So they have another couple of buys even, or another one single buy after this if they lose this, and it's a full save. This boost could be deadly. He waits just the right amount of time. Subarashi finds one, drops off though. Farrell also falls to Frankie back on the B site. JT though, they will make it onto the site and get a plant down. Atomic putting in work with his Tech 9. Can he get more done? No support from his team though. They just want to get the bomb down maybe. And 3 members of Triton come barreling in. It's all on JT. Can he hold it off? He finds one. Can't get the second. Just too many members. And that is Triton's 15th round.
Game point.
Game point. So one more win and Triton will secure this map. X13 needs to win 6 rounds in a row to play for an overtime. They do got the op this time, though. Maybe they can do something magical with it. Don't count them out until it's quite over. We've seen X13 do quite a bit. Just too easy getting tagged up in the door, being real brave as well, and making that re-peek back. Risking getting tagged and killed again. X13 maybe playing a little more slow, a little more reserved this time around. Not making any hasty plays. Triton being aggressive in this tunnel. X13, though, executes towards A site through Cat. Or they don't. They almost do. They get ready to, and then they don't quite do it. Frankie, though, coming up behind. JT is waiting. I'm not sure he's going to be ready for it.
Oh, no.
He goes. Does he go? Which way does he go, though? He goes up Cat. So they won't see each other. Okay. Cyrix with this op could come up huge, and he does already. Oh, there's 2. There's 3. Cyrix, an absolute monster. Can he find the last one? No, Gank will steal it from him. And that is the first map in this series going to Triton. A surprising first result, to say the least.
Yeah, based on some of the highlights, you'd think that X13 is just mopping the floor, but
yeah,
the swings, they're so heavy.
Yeah,
they're so heavy.
It's been that was quite a game. Even though Triton did take it, it was wow. It was a close one for sure. Triton hitting their shots, making their trades, making it real difficult for X13. X13 is going to really need to pull up their socks here and put their heads down if they want to win out these next 2 maps. We're going to Overpass next. Should be a good one, hopefully. Let's see if we can pull up this GoTV. Does the GoTV stay the same? Do you have to go to a new one? I'm not sure. Well, we'll see. We'll see in a minute. That was rough. That was rough.
It wasn't. Like, it was pretty clear that they had some opportunities to win.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, it slipped away a
It
little
did.
bit.
It did. Yeah, it did slip quite. And that's kind of what I'm talking about. The fact that it was so close, but so far. You know.
Yeah.
They just lost a few too many trades, and a few too many rounds. So we'll have to see how this next map goes. Dust 2, just a reminder, that was X13's pick. We will be going to Triton's pick now, which is Overpass.
This just in from the producers. Apparently X13 not doing too well on Dust 2 in the postseason.
Yes, yeah. Both maps that they've dropped in the postseason have been on Dust 2. It's maybe, you know.
Maybe they have too much play on Dust 2.
Maybe they drop it. You know, maybe it's not their map. Who knows? You know, it's hard to say. They still play it really well.
True.
They still do play it really well, but you know, yeah, maybe the switch up is good. I think the problem with Dust 2 is a little bit too swingy. It's a map that I feel like anyone can kind of take and win on. It's
right.
It's a weird one in that way.
It doesn't really highlight anything specific.
It's one of the few maps that has also in the past been like slightly considered T-sided, which not many maps are. Very, very slightly, but ever so slightly so. Or dead 50-50 is what many other people call it as well. So it is one of those anomaly maps that it's not seen very often in professional, like high level play. We don't see Dust 2 very much there.
Really?
Yeah, not super often. It's seen as like a very puggy map. It's played by a lot of like scrappy teams. Let's do a little ADR check. Let's take a look at the stats for that last map there. Maybe it'll give us some insight into what was happening. The end of scoreline was 9-16, as we saw. What are the ADR? Yeah, Cyrix coming in with an ADR of 111, leading the entire match on both teams. An absolute monster, 2.13 KD, 32 kills overall. Just a real monster in that last map. And someone to keep an eye on for the next map as well. We'll have to see if he continues to go on a tear, and we'll have to see who steps up on X13. ADRs, ADR wise, we got Darty and JT in the 80s, and the rest of the team maybe needs to, pull up the socks a little bit low on the ADRs there.
Which is really interesting considering how tough JT was having last time they played Triton.
Yes.
Night and day, pretty much.
Yeah, JT in the last few games that we've seen during the postseason has been very, very strong.
JT's been strong the whole time, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah. There was a few. He's gonna get fucking pissed at me. He's gonna be like, "Fuck you, Tommy." Yeah, I never fell. I've always there was like a 3-game like series or ever near the end of the season where JT was like struggling a little bit, but yeah, he's
everybody has a tough time.
You know what?
Yeah.
Everyone has like some rough patches, right? Well, I'm not seeing the go. Oh, here it is. All right, I found the Go TV. We're good. We're getting in. No worries. But yes, what were we talking about?
JT having a bit of a tough time.
Yes, but he's a monster now. He's a monster now. JT is
always been
looking great in the postseason specifically. We're specifically talking about the postseason. JT has been huge for X13. and in all other maps as well. Yes, JT is a cutie. He's the reason we're here. We love him dearly. And we're heading to Overpass. I'm excited. I'm excited for this map. This is one of my favorite maps. I love casting it. Love playing it. It looks cool. It's got some real interesting angles. You can get some real cool pop-off moments on it.
Lots of levels.
Lots of level. No, not really. It's like a half split. You know, like a side split. You know the houses that are a side split. You know, like where like one part's like a basement, and like one part's like a top upstairs. That's what Overpass reminds me of.
Agree to disagree. Because I think there's a lot of opportunities to get lots of levels.
It's a good map. Look at it. It's so pretty. It's not really that pretty, but it's a nice map. Oh, look at this, the ladder shot. I don't think we've done Overpass with the cool camera angles. Have we had these camera angles yet? I don't think I played with these. These look new.
Yeah, I think so.
Have we?
Is the one with birthday party?
Yes.
Or is that a different map?
Birthday party, right here.
Yeah, we've done this before.
Okay. All right, Triton with the first map. That unexpected, I think. I wasn't expecting them to take the first map. I was expecting it to go to 3 maps, but I wasn't expecting them to take the first map.
Well, this is what I was saying the whole time is like, yeah, Dust 2, a map that X13 consistently does well on. Well, at least until the last couple of...
Not in the postseason necessarily, but yes, in general, like they've had some very very big wins on the map.
But when the games are becoming so close, like nothing's a guarantee.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Yeah, and I think Dust 2, I'm not sure how good Dust 2 is suited for it. Once again, we're not professionals. We barely know the game. All right, we're just shooting. We're just talking. We're just talking on the microphones. So don't take anything that we say to heart, or take it all with a grain of salt. You think we're stupid? We probably are. You know,
Barely know how to turn on a computer.
We barely. That's not true. We know how to turn on. You know how to turn on.
I was speaking for myself.
Yeah, well, I've seen you turn on computers before. What are you
I know, just barely. I forget how to do it every time.
I just barely figure out how to do it. No, okay. Should we have to do a sheesh break or something? Like, what are we doing? We're waiting. These guys are taking a break.
I mean, they're taking.
We just have to a BRB.
Let's
We'll just take a break. We'll hop to a BRB. We'll see you guys in a bit. Enjoy the little slideshow, I think, in this. We'll put the smooth jazz back on for a minute. We'll be back soon with more ESEA North America Advanced Playoffs. X13 versus Triton heading into this Overpass map. We'll see you guys in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. Bye. All right, folks, and we are back from our break. Hope you guys got a glass of water, maybe got some popcorn, took a shit, did all the things you need to do during the break. All the members are here. We're just finishing up our final little warm-up round. This is, welcome. If you're just tuning in, this is the ESEA NA Advanced Playoffs casted by myself and my partner in crime here, kwes.
The colored caster.
The colored caster, kwes. This is the second map in the series of Triton versus X13. Triton taking the first map, Dust 2, from X13. It was their pick. They stole it away for themselves. So this second map we're going into Overpass is going to be Triton's pick. Like we were saying earlier in the cast, Triton has never shown this map in regular season play, at least not this season or postseason. So this is going to be a new look for them. Maybe they pulled it out because they wanted to surprise X13 or not have any kind of VODs that they could study of any kind. Regardless, we're going to be seeing it, and we're going to see how it goes. It should be real interesting to watch. We've seen X13 do some good things on Overpass before. So we'll see if they can keep those good things up and secure themselves this second map. Otherwise, if they lose this map, they are heading down to the losers bracket to battle it out to try and make their way back into grand finals. So this is a big stakes match here for X13.
When you get into the postseason, they all are.
Yeah, almost a must win. So X13 really got to show up here. We got to see some. Got to see some craziness.
I'd like to see a little bit more long range play. I feel like there's a lot of close quarters action in the last map.
Something I've noticed from X13 quite a bit, especially in the last map, is they'd get a pick, and maybe not even just the last map, but in the postseason in specific, they get a pick and then they fall off the position where they got a pick from, specifically on CT, and they don't cover their retreat. And I've noticed a lot of kills getting traded out there in that fashion. So that's what I would like to see from X13. Maybe being a little more toothsome with their picks, kind of really digging into the picks they get and just holding those angles, maybe to win positionally. Maybe who knows? Yeah, exactly. Who knows? We're not professional Counter-Strike players by any means. These guys are way better than us. We are just JT's friends. Definitely biased casters, so we hope you enjoy the cast. We'll try and keep it, No, we won't. We're not going to try and keep it to a minimum bias. No. JT's the best. Bias my ass.
What is bias, really?
It's a good question, kwes. That's a good-ass question.
Is it even possible to be unbiased? I mean, if we're all
Who
humans.
knows? I don't think so. Regardless of bias or non-bias, it looks like we are going to be heading into this first round. Match is live. X13 versus Triton. X13 looks like they will be starting out on the T side. Let's see what they can get done.
I'm not sure how I feel about this.
There is a pause right off the...
Hey! Hey!
Use it all the stuff right off the bat, right?
Leave no pause unused.
It's true. Use all the pauses.
Let's be careless with our pauses.
Yeah. Just got to use them, Just got to use them pauses. I have no idea why they paused, but I don't understand this pause. They just had like 20 minutes or something, however long it was, 15 minutes.
Somebody's probably on the toilet.
So,
I'd be willing to guarantee it.
Who's not moving? Is it Farrell? Who is it?
Feral or dirty, it seems.
We don't know. We don't know if it's X13 or if it's Triton. Who knows? Who cares? The round is starting now. So now we are getting into Overpass Map 2 of this ESEA Advanced Playoffs series. This is the winner's final. Whoever wins this series will be moving on to the grand final, while the other will be battling out in the lower bracket. Double elimination. Let's see if X13 can pull it back, get themselves a second map here, and make this a close series. So far, just a little bit of poking down towards the B side. Playing in this connector, some flashes coming out. Atomic going to be rushing at Monster, but Triton has it stacked. This is dangerous. Atomic making it up on a site. Big Molotov there to Molotov out the barrels, but 2 of them will fall. However, the rest of X13 is moving towards the A site, so they have faked them out. Triton thought it was a B take, and JT, great shot there. Giving them a little, just enough room, and oh my god, what a monster. JT showing up here, oh, but both of them will fall.
Damn.
A good try. X13 almost making it work there with that fake towards the A site.
I'm not sure if they could have done it differently, because it
Yeah.
seems like all they had to do really was kind of maybe sit back, because once they got those first 2 picks,
Yeah.
and they kind of evened things out, honestly, just peel back a little bit.
Yeah, it was rough. It was so close, but so far away. Not sure where Atomic left off to. Okay, he's back. All right.
Little connection issue.
Little connection issue, maybe? Maybe that's what the pause was going out for. Someone's trying to reset some stuff. X13, though, still doing enough damage to be able to buy here. We have some Galils coming out as well, Mac 10s, and they are being real aggressive over towards Playground, Picnic, Birthday Party? What's this called? Atomic, though. Maybe fixing his connection issue. Getting a kill onto Gank. Cyrix will fall back off, giving Birthday Party for X13 to take control of. Cyrix definitely a player to look out for. And the last map was an absolute monster, but JT will trade that back, keeping this in their favor.
And this is what I mean. They got a minute left. Try to use it.
They got time. They got time, definitely. Subarashi holding solo on this A site. Here's some bullets fly. Triton gets the information. Just too easy, rotating up through the down below area. I don't know what you call that. And extra team makes their push onto the site.
Oh, no. No, no, no.
Freshie doming or taking out his own teammate, but does get the kill still. Oh, and doesn't quite watch the cross, but they do pull it out in the end. Almost a huge Frosty fumble there. But
honestly, that was a Frosty fumble.
Regardless,
that's a Frosty. Tommy, do you not remember how much we were joking in the last in the game they played on, what was that, Wednesday?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Little team kill action. You know, you hate to see it, but you love to see it at the same time because it's hilarious. Triton here on an Deagle Eco. So buying up, forcing is what they can. The Deagle is proving to be very powerful so far in this series. Lots of these save rounds paying out for both teams. Gank could have a huge turn here. No one from X13 is watching. Darty now is, though, and he will hold it down. X13 will not get timinged, or maybe they will. Just Too Easy has somehow crept up behind them, and oh, look, he's waiting, but he waits too long. JT looks at the right moment and takes his head off of his shoulders. X13 just barely avoiding death. Well, okay, all right. Cyrix.
Getting put down.
Cyrix, you know, he's one of those players that just always makes it interesting. Regardless, always makes it interesting. X13, overwhelming numbers at this point.
2 wins up.
2 wins up. Or one win up. They're 1 round ahead.
2 wins up to 1 win up.
2 Sure, if you wanna say it that way. Yes, that is technically correct.
3 rounds up.
3 what? Okay. Going into the 4th round here, Triton is on a full save. They don't buy anything, just some USPSs, 1 flash, 1 P250. And they're full stacking on this B site. X13 not even looking at it. They're all the way over here in butt fucking nowhere. They don't care about the B side. Subarashi maybe deciding, hey, maybe I should go check out A. Ooh, JT. Being aggressive towards these players that are stacked over on the B site. Getting a kill on them. Taking Cyrix down very low as well. It's an important member to kill. Both Subarashi and Just Too Easy are on this site. Might get some work done with this P250. Picks up a MAC-10, but doesn't get anything done with it. Cyrix on 4 HP. Frankie on 100, but once again, only USPSs to their names. X13 rocking full AKs. So probably a throwaway from here from Triton. Maybe they can try and scavenge a weapon, find a kill or two.
Honestly, it's worth their while to do whatever.
Yeah, do whatever they can, right? Get in there, see what you can find. Well, Frankie didn't find anything.
Don't have the opportunity, I guess.
No opportunities given from X13. Cyrix on his 4 HP will continue to creep around, lurking in the shadows.
Probably get killed by a flashbang.
Farrell, though, waits around, finds him, kills him, and there we go. That's a X13 pulling ahead by 2 rounds.
But now we got to be careful.
That's a lead, and that's some momentum. We do have to be careful. Here comes the op. Here comes the buy. Subarashi with a P90 as well.
Don't see that often.
Don't see that too often. No, not in these series that we've casted normally. Not a hugely popular weapon. But we, I know that it can get work done. So. Triton playing nice and spread out here. Same thing with X13 actually. Looking for playing a lot of different avenues. Maybe to see seeing if Triton slips up at all. Gets a little too aggressive or a little too greedy maybe. But they are reserved. JT and Gank dancing on the outskirts of each other's angle here. Might come to blows. JT spots Just Too Easy jumping on site. Trying to get some info. The rest of X13 and the bomb, though, pay attention, are in the B side. So whatever JT is doing over here, it's most likely just to make some noise. But he has to be careful watching. Oh, Cyrix doesn't quite get the angle there. JT getting pressured by a lot of members here. He's got to get out of dodge. Playing aggressive, but ooh, Subarashi as well on this P90, putting in a little bit of work, and the push from X13 absolutely falls apart. Not able to get much done. Darty trying to keep it close, but that is a Triton round win. Looks like all they needed was a bye.
This just in from the producers. Dust 2, not X13's pick.
Oh, you know what?
That makes sense.
That makes a lot more sense. Goddamn producers giving us wrong information back from the beginning. Come on. God. All right, that makes a lot more sense than that Triton was seems so prepared and so strong on that map as well. So interesting, good piece of information. So knowing that this is X13's map, and it makes sense now that X13 would pick this against Triton, who has not seemed to have played it in the regular series. So yeah, this storyline makes a little more sense than what we were previously working with. X13 clumping up around birthday party here, as well as Triton. They're going for this kind of boost here. Can Just Too Easy get anything done? I'm not sure if X13 is ready for this boost either. He will find an atomic, but the stack will fall. But it's a 2 for 2. Gets evened out. But JT finds Cyrix down on long. That's a real important pick for X13. Cyrix is a big fragger. Molotov to allow the plant. Now it's all on Frankie and Subarashi. Try and pry this site back out of X13's hands, but I think, yeah, they're just deciding to save these rifles. Their economy not being very strong at all, and instead of gamble this one round win, maybe play the long game.
Well, in all honesty, it's kind of stronger than X13's. Well, I guess when you account for the fact they're about to win this round. Then, yeah, I guess.
Yeah. The economies on both sides are very low. Not great for either team.
Very early.
Triton though, yes. Triton getting it with 2 rifles. So you know that'll be good for them to maybe they can get some kind of force buy up here. A couple of deagles coming out. See what they can do with these weapons they kept from the last round to maybe stop any kind of X13 aggression. Atomic with the op. Cyrix with the deagle. We've seen him do crazy things with this today. JT playing that lurk position on that B side. Expecting the boost. Almost completely crosses Subarashi off the board. Only 9 HP left on him. Cyrix, though. Freshy's in for a nasty surprise if he doesn't check this corner. Oh, okay. He does get the trade-off. And
Okay.
Darty gets 2. Okay, so X13 looking like they are going to pick up this round.
JT needs to be careful though. 'cause
Always
it's
looks a
not
little
worth-
sketchy.
It's not worth losing the rifle.
Yeah. Oh, baby. Yeah, Triton always keeping you on your toes, you know? Keeping you on your toes. They do not let any of these rounds go away easily. Subarashi had 9 HP. Probably just going to, look for a rifle here. He finds one. Probably just going to fall back and save. X13 will spend some time planting the bomb and might be a long end of the round here. I'm not sure if X13 will attempt to go hunt him down. That would be a... He's all the way on the other side of the map, too. They're going to take a while to get to him. Regardless, what's the scorelines looking at? Cyrix once again coming up huge for Triton. 5 kills on the board. Subarashi, there was 6. And JT really coming up big for X13. 11 kills on the board. Wonder what his ADR looks like. Probably pretty high.
Probably over 9,000.
Probably not that high, but probably it's a high regardless. Probably not that high. That'd be. I don't think I don't think that's possible. I don't think that's actually. I think 500 is the maximum.
Well, I'm hearing from producers. He does have an ADR of over 9,000. So
Okay,
I mean,
my bad. Sorry. Okay, is all of the chat producers now? Is anyone says anything in the chat and they're our producer? I'm getting word from our producers that that we need to spam this B to help JT. I'm not sure what that means, but Atomic getting Molotov'd out here. Cyrix being real aggressive here on this deagle. Looking for something. Looking for anything. Creeping up behind. Ooh, spots the barrel. Frankie drops. Freshie just too easy pushing out.
no, he's about to get.
And he gets domed. They're good for it. X13 not crumbling under the aggression from Triton. Only Subarashi left with this little old rifle. Maybe he'll decide to save again. JT playing that lurk like he does. Who will find the other person first? Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Good shot there from JT. Clean shot there from JT.
Clinical.
And 4 rounds up. X13 taking the lead and looking real solid on their map pick.
Conscientious.
Conscientious. He recycles.
I have a 4th C word in mind. I'm not going to use it.
I'm not even gonna ask. Here we go into the 9th round. Subarashi, oh my God, what a spray down! Gets 3 kills. They all line up for him. X13 maybe feeling themselves a bit too much there, pushing into a hailstorm of bullets. That's a fumble. Yeah, we're gonna call that a fumble.
That was a whole last 15 seconds?
That was a very short round. Yeah, that was a very, very short round.
And they had a full buy.
They did. That was full buy versus full buy. That was
They paid money to lose that round.
They did. They will have enough money to full buy again, though. So if they win this round, probably not too much of a consequence to them, but they do have to win this round. JT winning that little spam duel.
It's like going to the strip club to pay to dance.
I guess. Yeah. That's not very smart. Cyrix though, gotta be careful. Ooh, Farrell sits him down.
And that could be important.
That could be important. That is important. That changes this map incredibly. Freshy getting aggressive through the smoke as well. X13's F squad popping off this round.
Just take it slow.
Frankie here with the op, holding it down behind the site, but we'll get traded out, or not traded. We'll just die. We'll get shot through a box. Just too easy as the last remaining member against 4 members of X13. Not sure if he's going to be able to win this one out unless they can give him some consecutive 1v1s. He doesn't see it either. And we got another save on our hands.
Don't push to kill him. It's not worth the loss. Just let him go.
Kwesi's coaching X13 from the sidelines. He's their new coach.
I mean, I wouldn't consider it coaching. I would consider it like someone who worries for you. Like a worrying mother, but
Yeah.
I'm not related to any of you.
Okay, yeah.
I just want to see him do well.
Like motherly love, but I'm not your mother. Like like the mom of the friend group kind of thing. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to be a mom, but I guess.
Mom Kwesi. Just the motherly, that paternal love. 11th round here. X13 is up 7-3. Looking really good here. Triton, though, they will have another almost full buy. Subarashi only on the Deagle. Cyrix with the op.
You can spray paint?
You can put little sprays on things. Yes, a little fun. Kind of fun little sprays. I'm pretty sure there's a thing that people were doing where they were like spraying so that it was like harder to see behind. Ooh, what the heck is going on? Who's getting shots? Just too easy. I think they boosted over the top and caught Freshy. I didn't even notice it. I have wall hacks. So I'm just, it makes sense that X13 didn't see it either.
And this is what I was saying. Sneaky levels.
Yeah. A lot of different little places you can poke and prod. X13 forced to slow down here. Just because of that pick. Not quite having the full potential. Ooh, JT falls as well. Not great. Also, Atomic whiffs his shot, and that's probably the round there. Pharaoh's the last one left. He will just int onto site. Get it over with. And Triton picks up a 4th round.
Not looking great these last couple rounds, but you never know. You never know. This might be a good opportunity to take a pause.
You know what? I would have agreed with the pause there. I fuck with the pauses. X13 though, enough money to buy again. So maybe not too worried about that. The last few rounds have been this kind of buy, win one, lose one, win one, lose one. JT though. What a sexy, I'm wet now, You see something like that and you just...
Ew.
It's exciting. Oh, JT getting tagged. Subarashi knows he hit him as well. So he'll keep throwing bullets. JT can't quite find the second. The rest of X13 crawling up towards A. Triton maybe smelling out that it is going to be A as well after killing JT on that lurk, so Subarashi rotates over and puts them at a little bit of a disadvantage now. Showing the hand, but Cyrix will fall. Darty gets dropped as well, though, equalizing again. Oh, Freshy, great entry onto the site. They probably will get the bomb plant off of that. But gank. Damn, these long-range engages. Freshy, though, taps it out. And that is 8-4 scoreline.
Wow.
Still keeping it close. Still keeping it close. Like the last map.
Don't get
Triton.
comfortable.
Yeah, Triton definitely not letting X13 get any kind of comfy.
And the half is just to come.
Yeah. Only 2 rounds more to go for the first half. X13 I feel like will be pretty happy if they can find these next 3. Triton also probably be very happy if they can find these next 3. Gank, similar situation from before, almost catches Freshie out, but not quite the weaponry to get what he needs to get done.
Good with words we are.
That was a cast. That was take it away.
Take what away?
I don't. X13 versus Triton. I don't know. I have no more words.
You don't need words for this.
That's all right. You're right.
Just experience it, Thomas.
I will. I'll just bask in the game. Look at these deagles. Triton. They love their deagles.
Taking it slow this round,
They are.
which is nice,
Yeah, nice.
but also worrisome
Hmm?
because there's only 30 seconds left, and they're not that good by the time.
Cyrix, the timing. The man just knows. He's got like a sixth sense.
They gotta push.
Wiggling that door a little bit. 30 seconds left for X13. Atomic unscopes at the wrong time, but still finds the kill. Smokes come down. Just too easy, and both Subarashi are on this A site.
And running right into
15 seconds, not a lot of
push
time.
now, push now. They've got
Freshie,
perfect.
good for it. Cyrix just too easy. It's all into them. JT caught looking around, not sure where the bullets are coming from. It's Cyrix versus the world, but they got the bomb down, so they have time to relax, clean up that last kill. And X13 pulling solidly ahead here. Looking real good. Look, I'm not using all these. Look at all these. These are so good. Oh, look at this one. That's a cute one. What about this one? Ooh. Ooh, look at that. Couple of nades coming down.
Haven't seen a lot of B issues.
Yeah, remember they went B that one time, and then Subarashi killed a bunch of them in a row. So I'm not sure if they like B very much after that round. That's kind of a rough go. Meanwhile, the A tags have been doing them very well. JT might get in a little scuffle here with Gank. I think he hears the bullets, or hears the footsteps. My bad. Cyrix also watching over him with an op, so that would have been a rough battle to take. JT probably not looking the right way. Maybe Gank could sneak up behind him. X13 a little bit sloppy on their kind of positional play this map. Whoa, Atomic though with a real nutty shot. Does get stopped though, and yeah, this B site is X13's kryptonite. Gank coming up from behind. Here's the plant. Freshie might get the bomb down, but I don't think he'll escape with his life. He will drop, and Triton will secure a 5th round. One more round in the half. So if they can Triton can pick up one more, I think they'll be very happy. X13 most likely still able to buy, though. At least some kind of half buy, some Mac 10s, yeah. AKs and Galils. Look at that Molotov. Wow, we have the technology. Frankie watches the burning wreckage. Whoa. Cyrix holding out long with the op. A dangerous man. X13 doing this birthday party push again. Creeping up together. JT not lurking too hard. Deciding to push up long. He's got to be careful, though. Cyrix is going to walk right into his crosshair. Guy peeks this. Cyrix misses his shot, though. Gank is good for it. Will trade out. Or not trade out. He will kill JT. I keep saying trade. They're not getting trades. They're getting kills. Freshy with the MAC-10, though. Runs through the enemy's defense. Gank falls as well. Subarashi drops as well, and it's now a 2-on-2. Freshy and Farrell versus Frankie. The bomb is not down yet. Oh, they almost lined up for him. Okay. Wow.
That could have been bad.
Wow. Both that could have been awful. That could have been real awful. Both sides whiffing a bunch there. I think we should fumble just because no one hit their shot.
Well, there was a wall in the way.
Sure. That was important round though. That's I think that puts X13 in a much happier position coming into this second half.
A comfortable.
Much more comfortable. Yeah. 10-5. That's a very good score line for a half. So this is, you could even say this will be X13's game to lose now. If you want to look at it that way.
I would say so. Pretty much in the polar opposite position they were in the last game.
Yeah, feeling quite different.
And honestly, the stat line was also pretty different as well.
Well, in the half it was 69, right?
No, I mean in terms of players, like who was being the most productive. On this map.
Yeah, let's take a look. Let's do a little mid-match ADR check, little stats check.
It's a little bit different.
Let's see what we got going. Let's see what kind of shenanigans are getting pulled off in this one. Freshy actually coming up huge for X13. Freshy with an ADR of 114, 17 kills.
And he was a little bit slower on the last map.
He was a little slower on the last. He has stepped up definitely for this second map. Yeah, we've seen him get quite a few of those very impactful frags onto multiple members of Triton. Just too easy. Up with a 90, and Cyrix 51 ADR.
Hey.
How he has fallen from grace.
He's been getting picked off a little bit early this time.
Maybe even being intentionally
rounds.
focused by X13 potentially, right? Maybe
is that even possible though?
It could be if you know where a player likes to play. You can definitely make your strategies around avoiding them or trying to pick them off. So yeah, you definitely can play around a player. So maybe X13 realizing that Cyrix was a problem last map and targeting him a little bit specifically, or maybe Cyrix just not feeling it this map. Maybe not as comfortable on overpass. Or
this is the unfortunate process of not having a lot of experience on this map.
Yeah, definitely.
Pants down a little bit.
Not knowing the map can hurt you for sure when it comes to Counter-Strike. Map knowledge is, some people say, even more important than shooting at a higher level.
Anybody can have a good day shooting.
Yeah.
If you're not at the right place at the right time.
For sure.
Problematic.
Definitely, but we will be heading into this second half. X13 up 5 rounds. Triton will have to make quite the comeback here to pull this one out, but never count them out. We've seen some crazy stuff so far today already. But it's looking like, not to call it too early, we might be getting a third map.
I hope so.
Yeah. More of this juicy Counter-Strike. I'd be down for it. Triton playing towards this B side. They had a real strong B hold, and my knowledge that probably isn't correct at all. I tend to find that if they do well defending on a site, they probably do pretty well attacking it too. And I don't think I'm wrong. X13 doing their best to equalize. JT, though, in the pocket, manages to pick up some important kills. Somehow finds Cyrix in the smoke. Oh, can't finish him off, though. Woo-hoo. Farrell, that was narrow. That was real close. Cyrix just needed to hit one little dinky dink. And that would have been the end of that. But he does miss his shot. X13 picks up the pistol round and continues their momentum into the second half.
I think the final should be a full three map series All knives.
All knives?
All knives.
Okay, yeah, all right. I fuck with that. I'd be down. Like, I'd watch it. Like, I don't know. I'd watch it. Atomic playing this connector. JT holding down the site. The rest of Triton running up long. Pistols in hand. One deagle on gank. Acting as the cannon. Farrell gets a flash. Oh, boy. Farrell just got an ace. I don't.
That's a sheesh. That is a sheesh.
Damn, that was crazy. So yeah, Farrell just got an ace.
I mean, he didn't technically do it all solo.
It was not also
a little bit.
Well, the Molotov and the flash definitely helped immensely, but he was the one who finished the final HP off of each player. So fun little stat padding for him there. It's always fun to get an ace. Always confidence boosting as well. Also confidence potentially destroying for Triton. Getting aced sucks.
Yeah, usually on the receiving end
Yeah,
of that.
you just feel bad. You're just like, fuck. Like, really? Did that just happen? JT, ooh, rough position. Swings wide, though. Catches one. Almost gets the second. Real low. Two members, Cyrix and Just Too Easy, both on a sliver of HP, 3 and 4 respectively. These MP9s will just need to tickle them. Oh, can't quite finish a second one. 1 for 1, and
this is looking tough.
Triton is up a man, but barely a man. Barely a man. But that man is Cyrix, so maybe more of a man than we should count for. Oh, rough go. Triton will secure that round, making it 6-12.
Yeah, that's getting killed by 2 eighths of a men.
Yeah,
that's not a good look. It's not a good look.
And they had the right tools for it too. The MP9's real strong at doing that little chip damage.
Honestly, sneeze at them.
You sneeze at them. Yeah, 4 HP. 2 flashes and they die, or something like that. How much HP a flash is? 1 HP or 2 HP? Atomic holding along with this op. Will he catch anyone? Gets flashed out, misses the shot though. Just re-peeking though, real aggressively. Real bold and ballsy. Triton slowly making their way towards the A site. Pushing long, pushing birthday party. JT swapping out in this long position. Atomic watching him. And we have a good old standoff. Oh, JT ready for it. Expecting the jump up. And taking off Just Too Easy's head. Oh,
Steel
beautiful
ball
flash.
Bearings between his legs.
Man with no fear. Gets the job done. And Triton really stuck here now. 2 members down. They're going to have to try and get some kind of execute with the limited amount.
Save. Come on. Come on.
Come on. Only 1 member left. It's Subarashi. 14 HP. They did find Farrell. So they got that going for him. Oh, okay. But can't quite get it done. A little too tall of an order there. Surprised he didn't even go for the save. X13 taking the 13th round. Only 3 rounds away from securing the map.
That looked good.
It's a good look. And if it was going to go to 3 maps for X13, it's probably better that they lost the first and won the second, right? Winning the second allows you to get that momentum into the third. So, maybe in the end it was a good thing.
Not sure.
JT!
Oh!
Woo! Woo! Damn!
That's a pog moment. That's a pog moment.
That's
folks.
a pog moment.
This pog moment has been brought to you by Cow.
Like water that breaks across the rock. They fall.
Was that all 5?
No, I don't think he got off. I think Atomic got an op kill in there. I don't think he quite got the ace. There's a lot of kills, though. A lot of kills.
Oh, the fog.
Whew. That was something. Okay, I don't know what just happened. So to the ops, someone ops someone, and then they opt him back. So it was a trade in the end. All right. JT. I think he might have just saw him like the edge of it. He was ready. Guns him down. Smokes and then backs off and then re-aggresses through the smoke. You know, ballsy play. I like it.
And they got the advantage. Might as well.
Yeah,
Rest.
they do. They do. Cyrix going back for the bomb. Don't count out Cyrix quite yet, though. You know, maybe he'll pull up his socks for this round. And
I don't know. 4v2, I'm feeling pretty confident.
you know, I'd have to agree with you. However, they will attempt it. Cyrix and Frankie realizing they don't have many rounds to work with, so they got to make something stick.
And not a lot of time either.
45 seconds. Don't have to work overly fast, but Darty ready for that. Ready for both of them. Swings out, catches both members of Triton.
Picks up the op.
Yeah, and also puts X13 to match point.
Very decisive victory so far.
Yeah, looking real good. Pause coming out, probably from Triton.
Hey, if you got him, use him.
Yeah, I can't help but think can't help but thinking it might be a little too late for Triton here.
You don't say.
Not sure if this pause is going to allow them to mount the 9-round win streak that they'll have to go on to tie up this match, but maybe.
I don't know. With
I'm getting word from production here that apparently they paused to wipe their own tears.
Oh,
That was the reason for the pause.
Well,
Which
if that's the case,
you know,
I can't blame them.
Yeah, that makes sense. You know, they. I'm not sure Triton's weeping just yet. We'll have to see how the third map goes, which might be coming up very soon. X13 with a full buy here. Triton with some cobbled rifles and deagles and galils, Mac 10s, as much as they could get their hands on. X13 with the superior firepower. Lots of utility. Freshie also trades out 1 for 1. Not necessarily what they wanted, but does stop the push from Triton.
You can't have too much faith in these strong pew-pews.
It's true. Strong pew-pews don't always necessarily mean a win. We've seen lots of eco swings this series so far. Both teams getting some, specifically Triton, honestly. The deagles that we've seen them pull off has been kind of nutty.
Dirty.
Yeah. Ooh, just too easy. Good entry there. Darty will trade it back out, though. He's close by. Gets a crossfire. Ooh, almost catches it out, but Atomic finishes it up. X13 will take the second map in the series. That's a 1-1 scoreline. We're going to a third map here, Kwesi.
Are we surprised?
Not in the slightest. I'm excited. I welcome it. Third map. What are we getting? What's the next map? What are we getting? It's a Vertigo. Woo! Getting a Vertigo map. Woo! No sleep for you, JT. I don't even need the sleep, baby. I don't work tomorrow. I can stay up as late as I want. I'll stay up all night for you, baby.
Whoa.
X13 playing real good in that second map. Let's see them continue it on to the third one. Vertigo. We've seen them play real strong on Vertigo before. We've also seen them fumble a few times on Vertigo before. Well, let's see where it goes. We got anything to say about that last map, Quasey? You got any analysis for that last map there on Overpass? You want to take a look at the stats?
They shot well.
They
I know
shot
about
well.
that.
They shot well. Let's take a look at the ADRs. JT finishing. Oh man, finishing Overpass with an ADR of 127.
That's a 9-inch right there.
That's JT just flopping his dick out on the table, and showing Triton what's up. I think that's both games. It didn't quite have 100 in the first one, but two very high ADRs in a row. Cyrix slipping down. The first game, Cyrix had an ADR of 111. This last map, he fell down to a 58. So struggling a little bit. Struggling a little bit there. Obviously, lack of map knowledge for Triton probably hurt them quite a bit there. I think that might have been a large. A large. Stop reading the chat.
I can't help it. I can't help it.
That's why I'm here to talk. I give the play-by-play so Kwesi can visualize. He can visualize the round in his head. You know. I'm just getting confirmation from production here that Kwesi actually has no eyes.
It is known.
Oh man. We're gonna head to a real quick break here, folks. I have to step outside for a second. It's so fucking hot in this room. Running a computer and shit is kind of crazy. It sucks. You know, the heat is hot. I hope wherever you are that it's nice and cool. It's a nice cool evening, or if it's real hot, you know, get a nice glass of water, put some ice in it or something. Soak your feet in an ice bath. We'll be back soon for this third map in this exhilarating series of X13 versus Triton. It is 1-1 the scoreline. And we'll see you back here in a few minutes for Vertigo. And welcome back, folks. You are watching ESEA NA Advanced Playoffs. My name is Seal, and this is my co-caster, kwes. He's currently eating vegetable straws. And we are in the final map of the X13 versus Triton series. And are we in the game? No, not yet. They're still currently in warm-up. I believe this is their last little bit of warm-up round. All of them are in the map, though. We had a crazy first two maps here. Dust 2 getting picked up by Triton in a 16-9 scoreline. And then X13 looking very dominant on their pick, Vertigo. Sorry, not Vertigo, Overfast. We're on Vertigo now. In Overfast, we saw them win that map just a minute ago, or a few minutes ago, 16-5 or 6. Very, very strong showing there. Six, yeah. Strong showing there from X13. Let's see if they can continue this momentum into the third map. This is all or nothing. Whoever wins this map will continue on into the grand finals, while the other team will drop down into the losers bracket. We can take actually a quick peek at the playoff bracket right now. We can see the battle that X13 has made to get here.
Do you think we might be able to get our producers to look up the stat line for the game? The betting stat line for the game?
Oh, the betting? I'm not sure what the bets are. That'd be interesting to know. X13, though, beating out HSK, then running through Pride, taking down Villainous, and now here against Triton. It's even scoreline. And this should be shaping up to be a good game. Even though both of the maps that we've seen have been quite close. Very intense Counter-Strike being played by both teams. A lot of crazy plays, a lot of shenanigans, some team kills, some a whole manner of things. It's been good. It's been good fun. But it looks like we are hopping into a knife round, actually, I believe. I love the knife rounds. Knife rounds are always very fun. You can watch the standoffs. Look at this. I love this. Look at them. They're both looking at each... Oh, and they're going in. They're going in for the kill. It's a bloodbath. There's knife happen everywhere. And the terrorists will come out on top. X13 will win the knife round. And they will decide to pick the... Well, we'll see what side they decide to pick. Looks like they will take the CT side. Smart. Yeah, nice, solid CT side here for them to start it off. And the match is now live, folks. X13 versus Triton. How many times have I said ESEA NA Advanced Division Playoffs? Let's see what we can get into. X13 spreading out across the map. JT playing that B side like he does. Darty and Atomic playing the ramp. Farrell taking the ramp position as well. Freshie watching mid. And it looks like Triton is going to make some kind of play near this ramp. Atomic waiting behind these sandbags. No Molotov or any other sort of utility here. Ooh, we'll get spotted out though. Gank smelling something was wrong. Getting a good pick there. Farrell spotting with his head, not quite getting the shots off. And Triton gets that bomb plan, and this is going to be incredibly difficult for X13 to kind of dig them out of this trench that they have for themselves on the A side. A smoke comes down on top of the box. Ooh, interesting play. They wrap around outside. Straight out 1-for-1. Freshie tries to escape after getting a pick. Darty doing God's work over here. Bomb ticking down, though. Not very much time left. He's going to try and stick it, but Triton too entrenched in that position and not enough time for X13 to dig them out of it. And the first round will go to Triton.
Not looking good. Not looking good. I mean, it could look worse, but going into this third map, you don't like to be too down. You don't want to get caught up like the first map. So
we do have a pause coming in. Oh wait, these are wrong. We have a pause coming up. Let's get these on. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, I love these ones. The Vertigo ones are real fun. Probably from X13. A rough pistol round to lose. Losing pistol round is always kind of a pain in the ass. X13, 50-50s are pistols a lot. And we're off. Getting right back into it. We have some Eagles coming out. A CZ on Feral as well. Already seeing some feet out towards ramp. Triton though, Mac-10s and Galils in hand. It's a scary face-off. Wow, great nade there. Tagging up Cyrix a bunch. And JT finds Subarashi through a wall. I guess through the little edge of the piece of wood there. Great pickup. Great pickup.
And
Not able to retrieve the rifle that he had, unfortunately, but...
And the force is telling me that JT's about to pick up another kill.
We could... no one's near him, so... It'd be a, like...
I'm never wrong.
Okay, all right. Okay. We'll wait for JT to get another kill. Triton mulling the sandbags here, making a ramp push of some kind.
Blind, but I'm not stupid.
Darty and Feral holding this crossfire. Feral spots him out. Doesn't quite get the kill, though. Darty backs out. Does spray down Frankie. And Triton, honestly, looking kind of lost here. Not really too many places to go. JT falls from behind, but Freshie will trade it out back. Trade it back out? Trade it out. Whatever. Darty and Atomic. Here's the plan. Go down. Gank. In a great position, but Atomic spins around and catches him. The bomb is planted, but he does have Freshie he can call upon. Freshie running back over to try and give him some support. They just need to trade out this one kill together. And Cyrix, though.
There's no reason that should have happened. Oh my gosh.
Cyrix in the clutch manages to win it out for Triton. And this man has been a monster. The last map, in Overpass, maybe not his map, but looking a little more comfortable here on Vertigo. Triton making another ramp play of some kind. Looks like their standard setup. They have 2 over towards B, 3 over towards A. And this is another, well, this is a save round, not a force this time from X13. 2 members will fall, trying to trade out some bodies in the middle. It's just Darty on 12 HP. Can't quite find the heads he needs to.
This is not looking good.
Not looking very good at all. JT, though, finds a head.
One kill. I guess it's worth it just to hurt the economy to balance things out.
Maybe
but
maybe he can try and find an AK or something.
yeah, pick up.
He knows the bomb has just got planted on A, so we'll see what he does. Saving here, he doesn't have any armor. So JT, not too much invested in him. He could try and save this Mac-10. Probably what he'll end up doing. The other members of Triton all watching angles. Not bothering to go find him. They know that he could only have a Mac-10. So not too worth it. JT will fall to a firing squad. Frankie will die to the bomb as well, so JT taking one out with him, doing just enough damage to stop him from living to the bomb. And Triton is up three rounds here. 3 rounds to none.
Not looking very good.
Not a great start from X13.
But a nice confident buy, so hopefully good things will come.
We'll have to see what happens. Triton again taking control of this ramp. It has served them well so far. But maybe the buy coming out from... Oh man, just too easy. Coming from behind. What a flank. Somehow they try and keep it even. Not quite even, but they did some damage control, taking out 2 members of Triton, maybe giving a chance for X13 to come back into this, but JT falling to Frankie is not making it look good. Freshie rushes through the smoke, but gets dinked right out of it, and Triton is on a rampage.
I'm not sure if Vertigo is their map. I don't know if I've seen them really play that well on Vertigo.
We've seen a few good Vertigo maps from X13 before, but not of recent. JT spotting them out down below, shoots a few shots their way, but nothing connects. And X13 on another save here. Their pockets not looking too fat. JT drops as well, so this is most likely another throwaway from X13. Triton not taking any chances though. Still molotoving, still shooting, throwing some nades. All left on Darty. The rest of Triton is over on this site, getting the bomb down. And looking like Darty's just going to look for an exit here. Not sure if anyone will come his way, but he's waiting. He's waiting patiently. No guns left lying around either for him to scavenge. And that's the 5th round. 5th round there for Triton. A real rough start here for X13. They gotta have some kind of, I think a pause maybe should come out here. Maybe some kind of mental reset. Some kind of strategy reset.
Let's be liberal with those pauses.
Yeah, they got the pause. May as well use them. Atomic, though, going to be on the op. Maybe this will be the change in fortunes that they need. I didn't time it right. That's fine. All right, let's see what's going on. Lots of shooting happening. Lots of spamming. Spamming down on the ramp side of things. Over here in the B as well. And Triton not making any silly pushes. That's for sure. Playing reserve, playing slow, playing tactically. Keeping their lead, not willing to part with it or give X13 any kind of opportunity to get back into this game. Great nade coming down. Tags up Darty for quite a bit. Triton looks happy just to kind of wait this one out. Play for some time, maybe have X13 get a little antsy.
Yeah, I was about to say, they've gotten off a lot of their executes pretty quick, so I think they kind of have the luxury.
Yeah, they can afford to have these nice slow crawling pushes. And JT, they're falling off of A, maybe over rotating. Little bit of a fake on A, and somehow Just Too Easy has gotten up onto the A site, and the rest of Triton is pushing B. Darty will find Just Too Easy on the lurk. Freshie's here to hold this down. Can JT hold off the horde? He gets 2-3! And maybe he's done it. Gank only on very low HP, 12 HP.
Come on.
X13 really needs this round. And there it goes.
Okay, here we go.
X13 on the board.
Now we've got a game.
We've got a game on our hands, folks. Definitely what X13 needed. Hopefully signaling a momentum shift in this game. JT coming up huge there. Being the cornerstone. Holding it down for the boys. Darty getting some nice tags. Farrell, though, getting real low as well. Not sure what happened there. Maybe some nades tagged him up. Trades out for the op. Freshie playing aggressively, real close. Subarashi waiting on the other side of that smoke at B site. And Triton, again, just kind of happy to look for some picks, play it slow, waste some utility.
I mean, they're up 4 rounds.
Yeah, they got time. They're in no rush here.
Their economy's looking not too bad either.
Slowly crawling up this ramp. Molotov comes out for those sandbags. Started bringing that smoke down, and Cyrix creeping up with this op. Could get some good work done here for him. And look at that flick, starting off with Atomic. Can't quite find Darty, though, and Darty will pick up 2 for it.
Okay.
X13 technically with a man advantage. Oh, Darty. Oh, my God, what a monster.
Let's see the return. Come on.
They hear the bomb get planted. Molotov comes down. Subarashi, though, takes out Farrell. And it's all on Just Too Easy, who's creeping up from behind. I don't know if they know where he is. Taps the bomb. Freshie's ready for it. JT swings wide. Molotov comes out. And it looks like he's going to be just fine. He will get the defuse after getting the kill. And JT once again holding it down for X13. Brilliant round, giving them a second one on the board.
If they can at least get to like 10
Yeah, they're crawling it back.
before the half.
Yeah. Well, yeah, 10 before the half. That would be very good for them. They'd be in the lead if they did that. They would. I think if they...
Correction. They can get to 8. I think.
Yeah, 8 would be very good as well. 7-8-6 scoreline. That would be pretty even game. They just have to get more than 2. I think that's the key.
Certainly so. Yeah,
Probably more than 5. I think more than 5, and I think we're still going to be okay. We'll see though. We'll see how the match pans out. Ops for both teams. Cyrix showing up a little more in this game than the last one. Looking similar to the first map we saw on Dust 2, where he was holding Triton aloft almost all by his lonesome. Farrell, though,
no good.
Missing the shot. Darty tries to hold it down, but only gets 1. Freshie drops as well, and it's all an Atomic left on this A site. JT doing his best to make it rotate. Catches Just Too Easy, sleeping. Subarashi coming up from behind, and the bomb is down. Cyrix will pick it up. And JT
Caught off guard.
all caught off guard. Players nowhere, no one is in the right position. Anyone could be anywhere here. Atomic not fully committing to checking that corner. We'll have to double back to try and get the shot, and he will unfortunately not be able to get it. And that's a 6th round for Triton. 4 whole rounds above X13 here.
What do you even say?
That's rough. It's another save again from X13. Ooh, Freshie though. Showing why the Deegs are good. JT sees ahead. Oh, so close. A millimeter away from his head. Molotovs burning Freshie out completely. He will somehow stay in the sight and find a great pick. For a moment, Triton was a man down, and they still are a man down. Can Darty clean it up? He can't quite get it. Subarashi manages to get the straight transfer. And Triton, that's a 7th round. Match pause. X13, they got to come at this with a different approach.
And it's not even like they're doing any particular thing wrong, or at least from my eyes. Yeah. I don't know.
It's definitely hard to say. I think Triton once again is just shooting well. This is a map where they're hitting their shots. There was a couple of rounds that we've seen that maybe shouldn't have been a Triton round win, but somehow Triton ended up clutching it out. Rounds that we normally do not see X13 lose. JT, though, maybe getting a little overzealous there. Both him and Freshie will drop. He gets full flashed from Freshie, actually. Team flash there. Maybe a little bit of desperation here from X13 now. Realizing that the game is slipping away from them just a little bit. Plant comes down, spams him through the box. Can't get the second hit, though. Atomic is burning. We'll try and fall back, but trades all around. Darty can't quite clutch it out. And there's an 8th round for Triton. This is looking a little brutal. Another pause coming out. It's hard to say. It's hard to say what X13 needs to do to get back into this. I think it just needs to be... I don't even know. Triton, though, here with quite a... building the small bank as well. Gonna give them that longevity, even if X13 do manage to pick up a round. Here we go, into the 11th round. Save round from X13. Couple of deagles. Atomic fully dies to the fire, and a couple of nades, I'm assuming. Darty, though, gets some tags. Farrell, unfortunately, can't trade out himself. Darty, good for 2. Putting in God's work over on that A site. And Triton looks like they're going to rotate somewhere middle to B. JT spots out just too easy, but can't quite get a tag on him. Freshie, though, can. And we have an AK in Darty Montana's hands. Only 2 members of Triton left. JT doing his best with the boost there, but they do not find anything on it. It's all on to Darty here. Catches him B-hopping. It's a 1v1 now. Can he find the head? And he can! Go. Let's go. Darty Montana. Coming up huge for X13. I think that's maybe that's another bit of momentum shift that might help them win a few more rounds here in this first half. If they can pick up a few more rounds, they definitely have a shot at winning this map.
Off of a bye.
Yeah, they were a save. Yeah, they were saving.
Large stones.
Huge stones. And there we go. All right, X13. Even by. Round on the board, or another round on the board. Can they do it again? The usual customary smokes, Molotovs, grenades, flashes, shots, all coming down that ramp. Both teams kind of hoping to catch something through the smoke. Frankie pushing up real aggressive here. Try peeking by himself. Farrell not ready for it. Darty is, though. But just barely. 13 HP to his name. Just too easy. And the rest of Triton pushing up that ramp. Molotov comes down, delaying that plant for just a little bit longer. They smoke it out. But they will get the bomb down now. putting X13 on a timer. No utility other than a flash and an incendiary grenade on GT, who is just rotating in. Cyrix, too strong on that op. Not able to secure it out there, and that's the 9th round for Triton. Only a few rounds left in the half for X13 to do their best to bring it back. 3 rounds, which, if they win all 3, still in a dicey position. So
I'm nervous.
yeah,
I'm so nervous.
It's not looking great. It's not looking great for X13.
But they're so good on.
They are. They do have a very strong T side, especially on this map. We've seen them do some crazy stuff. So it's not quite over until it's over. But it still doesn't mean it's not looking good. Is that right? Still doesn't mean it's not. Okay. Triton once again doing some great stuff with this ramp, but Atomic starting it off with a pick onto gank. That's what they need. Early picks is always good. Getting that slight advantage. That op paying off. Molotoving off Freshie. Maybe knowing that he's there. Subarashi is falling back though. Not needing to do too much with it. Darty maybe falling off of A, giving up some space here to Triton. Subarashi will join the rest of his team. And Atomic, oh, what a shot. No idea how he found that one, but he did, and it's an important one to find. Great nade coming down, tagging up Subarashi as well. This Molotov will eventually fade, but once again, Triton is now dug in to this this ramp position, and oh, Frankie catches out 2 of them. Can Darty, oh, Darty though.
Oh, come on!
Yeah, that's rough. Can't let that happen. Subarashi somehow. I think it's the second round that we've had in this first half where he has clutched it up against 2 members of X13, just not able to finish him off. It's rough. It's a rough go.
I'm upset.
Oh, so. Oh, no, it's not what you need either. Cyrix catching out Darty through the top of the smoke, right at the edge of it. And X13 almost looking out of it. They're looking a little, maybe a little bit lost, a little demoralized, being down this many rounds. Must be tough to keep your fighting spirit. Atomic also drops. Farrell doesn't line up a shot, but misses arguably a very easy shot. A shot that probably shouldn't have been missed. JT though, JT's still in it. JT's still got his heart in it. Still looking for the kills. Maybe making the call to save. Like, nah, we got one more in us. Keeping that energy alive. Crucial. Had a chance in getting back in this map. Hey, if X13, if Triton takes, 11 rounds on the T side, doesn't mean that X13 can't. JT looking for some kind of cheeky spam. Hopefully he doesn't fall here. Oh my god. Whoo. Whoo. My heart's a fluttering. My heart's a beating.
I don't have eyes.
Woo.
Because just feeling this game.
It's looking rough. Another pause. Maybe some strategy being talked from X13. Ooh, yeah, 2 and 14 on Farrell. That's rough. That's a rough scoreline. That is a rough scoreline. JT will lob a nade down, take a Frankie, but and something we haven't seen only a couple times from Triton here is this B push. Oh no. Triton will take out Atomic. Don't know why it took me so long to say that. Already gonna be watching the ramp. Can't quite get the trade out. Gets the headshot, but not the follow-up. Farrell will finish off Gang through the smoke. But will it be too late? Finds a second, actually.
Okay, let's take a second.
If JT can hold this down. And
yes!
Beautiful. Great pick that
yes!
he found there. Just too easy. Caught looking the wrong way. But it's Cyrix. This is a dangerous man to be in even a 2v1 against, especially with the app. Plenty of utility for him as well, and 30 seconds on the clock for him to play with.
Just let him plant. Like, really, what's the harm?
Well, then he can get a position. You want to listen for the plant, so...
But that's what I mean. Like,
JT, here's the plant come down.
Bomb has been planted.
Cyrix is going to drop down back into that stairs pit area to keep an eye on that bomb. X13's got to go now. They do not have time to be playing around.
oh my gosh.
And they might be a little too late. Farrell, though. And he'll...
Oh!
He had time!
No!
He had time!
Why?
But he left it!
What?
Oh, no! He had the diffuse! Ah.
What's the point in not diffusing?
Oh, man.
Because it's the end of the round.
It's the last round in the half.
In the half, even if he died.
Oh. Oh. That's a pretty brutal first half there. 12-3 in favor of Triton. X13 is going to have to make one hell of a comeback if they want a chance back into this game. This might be an X13 losers bracket run. This is, yeah, looking rough, not looking great. We'll see what they can do. Maybe they can crawl it back. Have a little bit of a mental reset here for a moment. Welcome back to the Boxy Sports Analyst Desk. Kwesi, it's quite the first half. What are your thoughts?
I don't know what to say after that. You know what? I've been in that position before. Not necessarily playing Counter-Strike,
you know?
but like the idea that you didn't have the opportunity to do something that in retrospect you definitely had the opportunity to do.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Even like if it was 4-11, that's slightly better than 12-3, right? The
Any bit
super
helps.
upsetting part was the fact that he had the defuse too. He had it. If you guys see on the top of our HUD, we have a timer when it shows how long there's left on the bomb and how long the defuse will take. And he was just barely slightly under that line, so he would have just made it with like a millimeter to go.
And I mean, it's not even like it was meaningful to stop.
Yeah. I think that's the problem where it's like, oh no, you know, it's a little brutal in that way where it's, you know, there wasn't even really there was no point in not trying for it. So.
I mean, unless you're worried about your stat line, but like,
Well, yeah, I don't think that's the first thing you're thinking of when you're into this. The round wins matter much more. But we'll see what X13 can do. How many rounds would they have to win in a row? Well, a lot. They're gonna have to win a lot. They're gonna have to win a lot in this T side.
they can only give up 3.
Yeah.
If they lose any 3 rounds.
Yep. Then that's match point and probably game.
This ain't good for my blood pressure, though. I can't. I cannot.
It's something else. That's Counter-Strike. Intense. You know, we getting good Counter-Strike content, folks. You may be upset that X13 is losing, but you know, think of the content. I got nothing else to say, Kwesi.
I have no words either.
Yeah. How was your day? Did you have a good day?
It was okay.
Yeah. That's all right.
I just... my senses.
All right, get him back into this game. Let's get into this second half here. Match is live. X13 versus Triton. X13 down a lot right now. Down many rounds. This pistol round will probably be the deciding round of the game. If X13 loses this pistol round, it's going to be very unlikely that they win the game or come close to tying. So let's see. Freshie starts it off well with taking out Just Too Easy. And another trade comes down, only dropping 1. So X13 still up a man. Nice, up 2 men. Only Gank and Frankie left. The rest of X13 swarming this site. Nade will come down. And X13 not willing to let go just yet. Will secure the pistol round and potentially the first round of this momentum swing into some victories, perhaps?
Maybe they're doing this just to make a story. They just let them take a whole bunch of wins just cuz.
Yeah. They're doing it for to skew the bets, you know?
Right.
All right, X13, well, keep an eye on Gank here with the Swag 7. Also a bunch of Deagles coming out from Triton. X13 willing to slow it down real quick. Take a moment, realizing that Triton probably does not have very much utility. We can probably just wait this out. We don't need to get too aggressive. We don't need to push through this. Freshie can't find any connections onto Cyrix, and he will just back up. Freshie will drop Gank with a Swag 7, putting in work. Darty can't finish him off, gets 2. Gank on the Swag 7, putting in absolute 3 he's got. Oh, man. Atomic finally trades back 1, but it's too little too late. Oh, man. Devastating round to lose there. They had the guns. They had the initiative. But they could not find the connections. Couldn't find the shots that they needed. And that'll be another Triton win. Giving them the much superior buy. We see some M4s, some AKs even. And X13 is stuck on the little old Deagles. They will have to find some magical shots here to think about winning this round and keeping themselves in the game. Well, barely. Just barely. Cyrix spots one out. JT finds Just Too Easy. That's good. Freshie also takes down Cyrix. That's a big pick to have. It's 3v3. Somehow X13 has made their way onto the B site as well. And Darty with a beautiful shot there. This is going to give a plant and maybe a potential to win this round for X13. A beautiful eco coming out. Or not necessarily eco, but a force up. Oh, but Feral can't hit all the shots, and it's all down to Freshie. Freshie versus Subarashi. We've seen Subarashi win some great 1v1s, but Freshie does manage to pick it up and just barely keep an X13 in this game, giving them that little bit more buffer to work with to maybe mount some kind of comeback.
But they can't afford to go round for round.
Yeah, doing it like this is not going to work for them. They need to kick it into high gear here.
But Rome wasn't built in a day. They just gotta keep cracking on.
Yeah, here they go. Aggressive A push. But we got many members of Triton waiting here. MP9s as well. Trying to spam. A lot of them pushing through. Atomic, though. Finding a lot. And there we go. A lot of members of Triton fall. Attempting to do kind of an eco push, if you will. JT not able to pick up just too easy, and that means he'll be able to find a weapon. Not great. Definitely not great. Sloppy is what I would call it. And sloppy is not the kind that you like, and very much so not the kind that X13 needs at right now. They need some clean rounds if they're going to want to have a chance at coming back in this game. They are down a lot of rounds. 12 rounds. Wait. No. How do you do math? How many rounds are they down? 8. There we go. What is 12? Where did I get 12 from? What the fuck? The bomb will go off, and X13 picks up the 6th round. Or their 6th round. They're still fighting. They're still fighting, kwes. They're not done yet.
Yeah, I'm
Still skeptical?
not skeptical. I'm hopeful, but it's just there's so much happening.
There's a lot going on. And Triton going to try and make another push together here towards mid. Maybe deciding against it after one of their members falls so quickly. Oh, but a beautiful flash in there. Takes out Darty and Freshie. Oh, no. Rifles now being handed out to Triton left and right. Atomic will also drop to pistols, and it's looking hopeless. Feral finds gank, but looking real pressured here. Gets caught from below by just too easy. It's all on JT. Him against the world to try and keep X13 in this. Not enough, though, unfortunately. And that's the 14th round to Triton. It's looking dire. Looking quite dire here. X13 will spend all the money that they possibly can. A couple of Galils. Not very much utility. X13 making an aggressive play here. Trying to get some ramp control. Throwing something at Triton, hoping it'll stick. Gank, though, too good on the trigger. He will shoot first. Oh, Atomic, though. Somehow finds... Did he kill Cyrix through gank? What just happened there? That was kind of crazy. It's kind of a that was kind of a pog moment. If they win this round, that was a pog moment if they win this round. They're up a man. Feral's getting towards the B site. Feral's getting a kill. Feral's almost... No, okay, not getting 2 kills. He will get dinked. Subarashi coming up real big for Triton here. What's his scoreline? 20. Gank on 25 as well. Just too easy coming from behind. Oh, man. It was looking so good for X13, but now it's falling apart. Atomic on such low HP. Can't quite get it done. Triton will get their 15th round, and that means they will get match point. Meaning X13 will either be losing this map or will be going on a... what's the math? 9-round win streak?
Mm-hmm.
Unlikely, but let's see if they can pull it off. Spending all they got. Not even a single AK. All Galils and MAC-10s. What can they get done? Atomic does catch out Gank. So a good start there for him. Giving them some kind of opening here. JT sneaking up from behind. I'm not sure how he got here. Was not tracking his progress. Oh. What a position. JT almost finds the third. Can't quite get it, but it allows his team to push in. Subarashi, though, gets 2 kills off of that. Okay, X13 will pick up the round. I was going to say, there's no way after JT finding that many kills that X13 is not going to be able to blast through this and get this round. But, oh, man. Those were some beautiful shots. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see. And Triton's just going to save. They're just going to full save here.
I mean, they have...
Because they don't need to force, right? What's the point of forcing when you can probably just win the next round after you get a bye? They only need one more round to win, right? So, Feral, though. It is an eco, so X13 is expected to win this. Let's hope they can do it with as little casualties as possible. Don't count them out until it's over. Go. Atomic, not ready for him. Gank re-aggressing on the same angle. Darty sees him. They say hello. And then they say goodbye. Rotation around towards this B site. Frankie is waiting, looking at a wall, playing flash. Subarashi comes back over. The execute happens on to B. Subarashi, Frank, okay. Lots of trades coming down. Frankie, though, coming out with 3 Deagle headshots, completely stuffing this X13 push. And this might be the game here. It's all on JT. Can he pull it off against 2 members of Triton? This is a tough situation. Tags up Frankie. They know where he is. Only has 25 seconds. Great Molotov. Gonna force him out. But unfortunately, Frankie gets the headshot. And that is going to be the series. X13 versus Triton. Triton will pick up the 3rd map. GG's to them. Very good attempt by X13 there. But just a few too many rounds slipping away from them in the first half of Vertigo. Some rounds that, man, you just feel like they shouldn't have lost, you know? So close, such small margins of error, but you know, that round win in the end is really what matters. So even if you only barely lose, you still lose. So real good attempt there from X13. They will be moving to the losers bracket, so they're not out just yet. They will have a chance to fight back, and we very well may see them in the grand finals. Definitely not out of the question by any means. They might just have a little bit of a longer path to get there. We will be seeing who they'll be playing. It's either going to be against Villainous or Venom. So, or Virum. What does that say? Virum. Okay, Virum. Whoever wins that lower round 5 match will be playing against X13, while Triton will be secured in the grand final. Triton looking real strong. Great plays from both teams. Honestly, this was some real invigorating Counter-Strike to watch. The first 2 maps were incredibly close and incredibly competitive. The 3rd map, maybe slipped away a little bit from X13 at the beginning, and they didn't really have a chance to get into full swing in that second half just because of how many rounds they were down. So, yeah, X13 doing some great stuff. Their map, their story is not over. They are still going to be in that losers bracket, and we will be seeing them there. Kwes, you have any thoughts?
My emotions, they've been played with. I was so excited.
Kwes, you feeling very emotional.
Yeah, it's just, I think I need a nap.
It might be time to go to bed.
Yeah.
It might be time for all of us to head to sleep here. Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you guys had a good time. We will catch you guys next time X13 is playing, and that will be in the lower bracket. Let me double check to see if I can find when that match will be. It is not showing me, so we'll see. We'll see when it comes on. Yeah, keep your eyes out. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will catch you guys next time.
Looking forward to it.
We'll see you guys later. Have a great night, everyone. Thanks so much for coming out. Bye.